Well, good evening, everybody. And you're probably wishing you could be in Portland with all the other Minute fans, but instead you are stuck at home and you are stuck with me and the Florida Drip, who is bringing a new show to this network starting very soon. Justin, congratulations on your new show. And obviously, we both wish we were in Portland tonight with the Minute fans, but we can't be there.
Yeah, I mean, I have a ticket. I actually got an email just a little while ago explaining to me how to get in. Unfortunately, I
Yep.
couldn't get to Portland, but here I am with you tonight.
Well, welcome. And for those tuning in, thanks for joining us on the Men as Minifan Network. Hopefully, we'll have some more guests joining us. Also, just going to make a few calls now and just try and get a bit of a feel for the vibe in Portland. Let's try Sneakers, who has been on a campaign to make it clear he was going to get the cheapest ticket possible. Let's see how cheap the ticket was he ended up getting.
Well, I could transfer my ticket to him. So
No, I think it's like a game for him. Like he wants to
I'll sell it
buy
to him
one.
for 99 cents.
Yeah. I wonder if anyone's going to pick up. I think it's 7:15 on the ground in Portland. You can imagine a lot of people are drinking. Rob didn't pick up. Good old Sneaks. Let's try somebody else.
They're at Gritty's. They're at all those bars downtown right now.
Are they? Is that the vibe? The gossip you're
pretty sure, yeah.
Let's see. Let's call the CEO of the other network, John from Scranton, see if he actually made this show. Famously sent a message that he was on his way to Portland last year and somehow got sidetracked.
I heard he went to the wrong Portland. I think he's in Oregon, possibly.
Wouldn't surprise me. He's a real doofus, that guy. So, Sneakers, no answer. I wonder if anyone's fucking going to pick up tonight.
Montante would pick up.
Yeah, definitely. We'll get there. I know everyone wants to hear from Mayo, so we've got no pickup from. So I don't think John's there. That's my guess. I reckon he hasn't made it. He'd be in Scranton doing drugs, shooting up probably.
He's stuck on the Tappan Zee Bridge, somewhere between New York and Connecticut.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get hold of Mayo. I know all of you are desperate to know where the Mayo went. Oh, that's loud.
We're calling him. I have 47 questions for Mayo as well. So
we'll talk about that in a minute. That was an all-timer. That was a terrible episode. Oh, it's a terrible Mayo appearance. Well, I don't think Mayo made it either.
No, he left the door open. He left the door open for family things could get in the way.
So the FOMO show so far is just me calling people and no one picking up. It sounds like early days of KMS.
Yeah, it's like Steve Robinson trying to call a random person. Yeah, perfect.
All right, let's get Mike Montante. Oh, Don the Jeweler, is this sad, is it? Oh, you're sad, you fucking loser. And he put out another clip of me that takes me out of context. Face. We'll get into the chat. We're just trying to get we're trying to get some news from the ground in Portland. Some news, Don. Stick with us.
Apparently there's a gaggler.
What?
Be a Man guy said that he would pick up if we called.
Well, send me his number. I don't have his number. Is he there?
He is.
Send me his number, then I'll call BA. He didn't see how hammered he is. No more. Yep. Don is a loser. Don the Anonymous. Anyway, I mean,
just sent you Be a Man's number.
Thank you.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, BA, welcome to the FOMO show. Welcome back to the Men as Minifan Network. We're live on air. Tell me, set the scene. Where are you?
Me and Montante are here.
What do you?
The bar to get a drink at the Westin Hotel is so packed. It's so packed that me and Montante came up to the room, got a couple of drinks, we're going back down. All the stars are there. Steve from Gloucester's running court. It's crazy.
And
No, I'm gonna take a high note.
well, what's the gossip from the ground? You know, who's hammered, who's there, who's not there. What's the vibe?
Vibe's good. Good vibes. There's a line to meet Jeff D. Lowe and Casey Smith.
Okay.
There's a lineup. So yeah.
Any vibes between Casey Smith and Steve from Gloucester?
I can't confirm or deny.
BA, can you tell Montante that he still owes me like a lot of money for beer at the Springsteen concert?
That was
Who's it?
Florida.
Oh, Justin, is this Duran?
Yes.
It is.
You're lucky he didn't charge you for fucking walking your fucking kid to the concert holding his hand for protection.
You know that was crap.
So who?
You're full of shit, Justin. You're full of shit. You know goddamn well I held two kids'
No,
hands.
you definitely did. Nobody told you to. Nobody
Good job.
told you to.
Yeah,
Somebody said,
I'm out here protecting your children, and do I get a thank you? No, I don't get a thank you. I get nothing. I get you. You just lie about it like it never happened. You're full of shit, Justin. You better.
Nobody-
repent for your lie.
nobody told them to hold your hands. They just liked you so much, Montante, that they wanted to hold your hand.
All right. Well, sorry for protecting your kids.
Drop
This
this.
isn't the drips. This isn't the drips. Manners,
Yeah.
This isn't the drips.
So tell
So,
me.
I have actually some insight. I have some insight. An inside scoop.
Yes.
Red for Maine. He was at the bar. He couldn't flag the bartender over, and I said, "Red, there's only one thing to do. You got to whip out those bitch titties and get that beer, that beer for yourself. All right."
Is he actually there? Is he actually there?
Oh yeah, everyone's here. All the stars.
And who is winning the clout wars? Like someone said last night, it was a real clout off. Who's winning?
Steve from Gloucester,
Yeah.
hands down. He's
Runaway.
He's right in. It go on the table. It's Mutt, Steve from Gloucester, Jeff D. Lowe, Casey Smith behind them. That's the kind of the core four, really in the clout sphere at the bar. But we got to go, Manners.
All right. Thanks for
Montante.
picking up. Have a great night.
Manners, good chatting with you.
Yeah.
Take
love
care,
you
guys.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Cheers.
Well, that was BA. I lifted his ban to come back on the network. Ban reinstituted. It's hard not to like BA, even though he's a fucking treacherous fuck. Yeah, let's call Harmon.
Perfect.
All right, let's call
Harmon is one of the great Minifans. I mean, that guy was in Delaware with us, traveled all night long, and then turned around right after the show and drove all the way back with Richards.
Great guy. Terrific guy. Famous all around the world. Harmon's even big down under. All the kids on social media. See if he picks up. He's probably hard for him to pick up while he's taking selfies with everybody. He's probably taking a selfie with Casey Smith, Jeff Dillo. Hello, Harmon. It's Manners. Oh, here we are. Yes. Oh, now it's fucked. Harmon? Hey, how are you? Hold on, guys. Hey, how are you? No, I just want tell us what's going on. What's the scene? Set the scene, Harmon. Set the scene.
I can't really hear you, but there's nothing going on yet. It starts at 8. People are getting drinks and getting it and stuff, So nothing really. You want me to take you inside the theater?
No, it's okay.
I'll take
You take me. I'll describe it to everybody. Actually, I can probably show. There's
What's up,
Harmon,
Harmon?
everybody.
Oh, so we're not on yet.
We are. No, we are. Yeah. Show us. Show us. Yeah. Show us the theater.
Kind of
I
a
know,
technicality in terms of what Kirk said, Manners.
yes, look at that. We're inside the theater.
Beautiful.
Look at that. Look at that. Welcome to the Manners Minifan Network Pirate Stream. Thanks, Harmon.
Manners, we
Thanks.
are the only network right now inside the theater.
We are exclusive vision. Look at that. Look at that. Sorry about. All right. Thanks, Harmon. I'll just bunt him. I don't know why he Anyway.
Do what? What are you gonna do? What's he gonna do?
It's still connected. I was
Hey.
listening to the Mayo episode before. Wow. Well, sounds like it's a real clout war going on in Portland at the moment.
It's something. I'm almost interested, or more interested, in who's not there versus who is there.
Yeah. Let's see.
Like I said, I would bet you a large amount of money Mayo is not there.
Yeah, same. That's what. Otherwise, he'd pick up. Yeah, stayed at home with his family.
So about that episode that Mayo was on Friday, wild. I mean, it
Terrible.
felt like it just fell off the rails when he burped on the air. But
So I think if Mayo has a good episode on Friday, he goes tonight. But because the episode was so bad, he knows it's just going to get booed. He just didn't go.
is he aware enough though to know it was bad?
Yes. Well,
You think so?
Well, I'm just calling Tim and Ken. We'll see if we can get through to him. But if, like, myself and Ziggy Robinson are big Mayo fans, like, we love the guy. And if we're saying it's a bad episode, then you need to look inward.
I mean, it was
So, yeah.
terrible. It was like if I gave my daughter like a list of 10 questions to ask somebody. It was.
Oh, it was
What was
really
his first question? His first question was something. Jeff D. Lowe even said that's what we're leading off with.
Yeah, it was just an awful attempt.
He needs to stop that shtick of like I go in and just ask 20 questions of Kirk.
I have to say, I think I normally enjoy it. Normally, in the past, I've loved the Mayo episodes, and he just had a bad day. His questions were bad. You have to say, Kirk does encourage him. He tells him, bring your notebook in and ask me whatever you want. So Kirk encourages him, but that was just a terrible episode. I mean, as a man who loves Mayo, his podcast Better Workdays is fantastic. He's a born entertainer. He just made a mistake.
What did you think of Jeff D. Lowe on the show?
Okay, not good nor bad. I think he was sort of put off by Mayo. Like, Mayo just seemed to put out bad energy that seemed to, like, obviously Justin and Coleman were already nervous heading into the Portland weekend. You had all those vibes going on, and then you put someone like Mayo into that environment. But yeah, what did you think of Jeff?
I think if Jeff was on more often, I think he'd be on the level of like Mutt. Like, people who obviously listen to the show are in on the jokes and can. I think Jeff actually, strangely, because Kirk is great friends with Mutt, I think Kirk and Jeff D. Lowe have way more similar interests. So the conversation flows a little bit better with Jeff and Kirk. But Mutt is so good with Kirk because of the years on Kirk and Callahan, and he's probably a little better. But yeah, I mean, I like Jeff a lot. I think he's somebody that like once a month or so would be good.
I wasn't really listening. I was too busy digesting this Mayo news about him not going tonight.
He didn't go?
Yeah, it's just fully sinking. I just got a message from him that he stayed at home. Breaking news: Mayo is not attending.
We need a like banner across the bottom of the screen. Breaking news.
Yeah, that's how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to put out the tweet first. I reckon there's a lot of people breathing a sigh of relief right now. I'm going to create banner. Mayo isn't. So yeah, do you agree with me? We'll come back to Jeff Zillow that if Mayo has a good show on Friday, he's there.
I don't know. I actually question whether or not Mayo ever had a ticket.
No, he did. He definitely.
You know that for sure.
Yeah, I trust.
Then
He's not a liar. A lot of things. He's not a liar.
If that's the case, then yes, I agree with you. If the show Friday was universally beloved by the Minifans, then he's there tonight. And he's at the bars beforehand.
Absolutely. He's next to Steve from Gloucester and Casey Smith and all that stuff.
Yeah, he wouldn't miss that chance, but because it stunk, he was not going to show his face there.
No, you're right. Yeah. Already breaking news. We've only been live for 16 minutes and we're already breaking news. I also know Joe the Axe and Dante are not attending the Portland show. I think some family stuff came up. So the Mena's Minifan Network don't know if we have representation on the ground apart from BA. So what were you saying about Jeff?
No, I said I think Jeff would be somebody who, like, once a month or so would be a good addition. I kind of put him up there in the mutt category. Where he's friends with Kirk, he listens to the show. It's obvious he listens to the show. He can go back and forth and also understands like the producer dynamic. And I think the fact that he previously knew Coleman helps a little bit. So it's an easy listen when Jeff's there. And he and Kirk have similar interests in terms of the movies and whatnot. So yeah, and Yukon, obviously. I mean, they're both Yukon diehards.
Yeah, Jeff did seem a bit timid though. He seemed a bit. I don't know. As I said, I think it was Mayo. I think Mayo's energy just
100%. Yeah, you're right about that. He was put off by Mayo. It was almost like he was inching away from Mayo throughout the episode, just disgusted with him. There was one question that Mayo asked. I don't remember what it was. And Jeff was just like, are we really doing this? Like, what is happening right now?
And the burp really got to Jeff. Like, he was just disgusted. The fact that
you can't do that in studio with Kirk.
It's a bullshit move.
Now, do you think that he did it on purpose?
Yeah, absolutely. He did it on purpose. Everything was an attention-seeking move from Mayo. It was just an all-time shocking performance. You know, terrible topics, trying to be Kirk, stirring shit up with the producers. It was just everything was a swing and a miss. All right, now, well, firstly, a couple of people have made comment to me saying I didn't listen before, but I can concentrate, dickheads. It was just. I was digesting this news that Mayo didn't go. So.
Yeah, we have breaking news.
Yeah, give me a break, guys. This is the live show. This is the magic of live television, you fucking dicks. You know, that's the same magic that when they turn to me, half my head's out of the camera. That's
absolutely.
All right, Jamison McGowan. Menas, thoughts on how this live show will go? Very good question. We saw something from Casey Smith before. She put out a video. Let's see if I can get it up here for you guys. You've probably all seen it, but no problem looking at Casey Smith again. I don't think anyone has any complaints.
She looks very good tonight.
Got to say she did. Share screen. Casey
Good for her,
Smith.
by the way, for going as well. Because, like, there's been some ups and downs with that relationship.
When I first moved to Boston all those years ago, the guy on EEI who just like talked shit about me all day, I would be a part of his live show. He'd be like, "You're crazy." But then I realized he's equally as crazy as me, so it works out. Beside the point, we just had a rehearsal for what my part of the live show is tonight. And when I tell you that I could not have been prepared for how insane this is going to be, it's going to be hilarious, hopefully, as long as nobody dies. I'm not really sure I can pull it off, but we're going to try. We're going to try our hardest. Kirk gave me homework. You know, Jeff D. Lowe's going to be here. There's a whole group of us, and I'm worried about it. We rehearsed for a long time. Let's just say that. So this is happening. Can't wait to meet the Minifans. All right, so I landed in Portland and came straight to the theater.
Thank you, Casey. Looking great. Looking fantastic. So yeah, apparently she's been roped in. Yeah, she's been roped in to do something.
So she's going to be part of the show. Jeff D. Lowe is going to be part of the show. Any predictions for any other possible appearances?
No, not at all. Well, that's a good point. I think Kirk will get some of the Minifans involved. So I wouldn't be surprised. I got distracted by Casey Smith's Twitter page.
I
Here
have
we go.
I have some.
Let me scroll Twitter for a sec.
I have a feeling
good
Dale Arnold could make an appearance tonight.
Look, there we go. There's the lovebirds. You all just saw that video of Casey. Steve is going to be popping her later on. Look at him. What a fucking dirtbag. Honestly, I'm so out on Steve. I fucking hate him. He's such a fucking loser. There's Mart. Look at Mart. He's survived the shingles, apparently. Let's see what else is going on.
What do you think of Steve from Gloucester's appearances on the show?
Like him. He's not funny. He was okay in the beginning. Is he went south with Casey Smith? Wow. This show. Okay. Well, look, am I on her page? Yeah, I'm on her page. All right. Sorry, go on. Yeah, I don't like Steve from Gloucester at all. Not at all.
I thought it was fine when like his enemy was Gus, but he has nothing to give at this point.
No, and he's such a sensitive prick. He was so fucking sensitive about, he comes at me and then gets destroyed and then cries like a little bitch about it. Just disgraceful.
This is something I wanted to bring up.
You want to bring up?
Oh, nice. I assume you watched the Mike and the Minifans last night.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Just by the way, sorry, just before we get there, you were saying about any surprises for the show.
My wild card is Dale Arnold potentially being there.
Oh, interesting. Very interesting. My other one is Jeff D. Lowe is going to spill the beans on the Coleman story.
Oh yeah, he said that. He said on the show Friday that he was going to say it at the Portland show.
Manners, you're going in and out. Yes, the internet's being a bit dodgy here. It's Easter Sunday. Every fucking idiot is on the internet. Yeah, really can't wait to hear the Coleman story. I don't know what it's going to be. I reckon it's going to be something like him being really anti-Kirk at one stage, like sending Kelly like a long letter. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Well, and it sounds like it possibly was something that happened at like a bar or a barstool party or something. Because they had like vaguely mentioned what it potentially was about at one point, and then I remember when Kirk and Jeff were talking about it, Coleman said, "Oh, I know what this is," and it had to do with some story at some bar that they were all at.
Jamison, men, is it Saturday? It's actually Sunday in Australia.
Not in Australia.
Yep, we are ahead, Jamison, a long way. So I don't know how much of you guys heard before, but yeah, I cannot wait to hear this Coleman story. I'm ready to take over. If it's the end of Coleman, then I'm ready. Kirk's basically offered me the job, so there'd just be a few immigration issues, a bit of a relocation, because Justin, what I think is missing in the studio booth at the moment is a number one. You've got two number twos running the show, and two number twos never works. Do you agree?
So let me ask you, when the producer search was going on, who were your picks? Whether it was one person or two people, like what was your choice at the time?
It's a good question. It's a very good question. I'm just trying to think. I probably made a few choices at the time. Certainly, I do like Coleman. Like I was a Coleman fan. Like I think he's a decent producer. I remember who I said at the time, but I just think you've got two number twos in there. I definitely didn't want Coleman and Gus. That's for sure. So I wasn't
So
too against the hire.
I wanted Coleman and Montante, but Montante I knew would not take that number two job because I think Montante is a one. So I actually think the best option that's been presented over the past 6 months or whatever it is was that Mick Montante mix, the every other week type of thing.
No, that would never work.
It wouldn't, but that may have been the best option with Justin. Like
you still don't have a number one.
But
you need a leader in there. You need a leader in there.
Who that's available is number Mutt?
No, I mean, I'm basically talking about myself here.
Well, then get a boat and
yeah, I'm going to fly over and but the thing is, I do think, I hate to say this, I do think John from Scranton is more a number one than a lot of the guys. Like I think
he's just not reliable, Manners.
No, I don't know. He's a drug addict. His network's a mess. It's all over the shop. The shows are terrible.
I agree with you in terms of like his personality and his talent and all that.
He's got a brain, but I think Coleman's got potential to be number one, but he needs to work under someone experienced, older. Yeah, I just think that's what's missing in that box now.
But Manners, what bothers me about Coleman, I like Coleman a lot. Really nice guy. Met him in Delaware, like super nice guy. I think he's very good at what he does. My issue with Coleman is this stuff, and maybe it's an age thing, rubs me the wrong way. The being late for everything. It just, to me, is somebody who's been a manager at times. If you're not 5 minutes early, you're late. Like I arrive, if I'm, you saw tonight, 7:15, I was on here at 7 o'clock. If I'm told to be somewhere at 10 o'clock, I'm there at 9. The fact that everyone else is arriving before Coleman when you're the producer of the show, that rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, I'm not a morning person, so I kind of get where Coleman's coming from. Like if I was producing KMS, what time would I get to the studio? What time would I get? 9:30 start. I would aim to be there at 8 o'clock every day.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say 7:30, 8 o'clock. To me, is fair.
But I can imagine there'd be days I'd wander in at 8:45. Like,
I wake up every morning at 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah. There you go. Well, you're a drip though, so that's you're a self-confessed drip.
Well, I don't know about self-confessed. Kirk gave me the title, and
I think Coleman is not working as hard as I thought he would. I guess there's aside from the stuff where he's turning up late, everything's kind of a bit casual. Like social media hasn't improved. Coming out. Like all the producers, he gets in there, a lot of good ideas, and then here we go, I've dropped out again. But like Coleman gets in there, and then Kirk wears him down, and He just stops doing shit.
So I'm not even sure that he's not working hard. Yeah, I think the expectations that Kirk has are that of somebody who has the best podcast that is out there. Yeah, I liken it to one of Kirk's heroes, Larry Bird. Bird prided himself on being the first person to practice, last person to leave. It was this work ethic, and Bird would get annoyed by teammates who didn't do the same thing that he did. And most people, by the way, if you're not great, you're not going to have that work ethic that the great ones have. I think part of it is that Kirk is searching for this greatness that just doesn't exist. Most people are not built like Kirk is.
I think that's simplistic. I think that's a terrible analogy. I think he just hasn't picked the right people. Kirk continually makes mistakes. You know, like he hires a 23-year-old like Coleman to be his lead producer. That you're going to get this kind of those kind of mistakes.
But don't you think the show would be worse if he had a really, really, really competent producer?
No, not at all. Because a really competent producer would still be part of content. Like Kirk would still find things to make part of content.
I know you'll hate this, but I still think the best producer they've had is Steve.
I don't disagree with that in terms of just skills and all-round output. I do think he was driven, and I think actually one of the things that held him back was Kirk is driven, but in a different way to Steve. Like Steve wanted to make money.
Yeah, the merchandise was important to Steve. I think if Steve was left in charge, this would be a Patreon type show where you'd pay a monthly fee to see Kirk, and he would not be with Barstool. I think that was Steve's plan.
Yeah, definitely. So, you brought up Friday night before. So
yes. So I listened this morning on my run, and I know you dislike her as well. I literally had to fast forward through Julie.
Wow, that bad.
Oh my God. I mean, it is not a female thing, anything like that, because like I listened to that Mama K episode that you had with her, thought she was phenomenal. Mama K was awesome.
She's a great
Julie
woman.
is insufferable. It's not listenable. You cannot listen to her. Everything is about her. She biggest clout chaser in the Minifan world is Julie. Not even close.
I don't even know it's a clout chaser. I think she just wants to get in Kirk's pants and wants
Kirk
to get in. It's embarrassing. Well, actually, it's not embarrassing. Sorry, I shouldn't shame someone for wanting to sleep with another person. Nothing wrong with that. But it comes out all the time.
And when she is on the show, I mean, I've listened to every show that Kirk has ever done, going back to WEEI, Enough About Me, probably 2 to 3 times each. The only shows I have ever turned off are when Julie's on. Cannot listen to it.
Wow.
The laugh,
worse than Mayo?
Oh yeah, 100% worse than Mayo. No, I listened to Mayo. It was bad, but I listened.
Yeah. I don't mind Julie. I don't think I feel the same as you. She's annoying. She's not good on the show, but I don't mind her as a person. I have a real problem though with that show on Friday night, and it kind of ties into a bit of what we were saying before about there's no number one producer to make sure something like that doesn't happen. So you say to everybody, turn up the night before we're going to put on a live show. It's going to be a great night for the Minifans. And clearly they put zero thought into it, zero planning, and then they ended up doing a 35-minute show. It was fucking pathetic. They all deserve a clip across the ears. If I was the number one producer on KMS, that would not happen. Mike hadn't put any thought into it. The producers hadn't put any thought into it, and it was a fucking disgrace. And I did a show before the Wilbur, so I know the challenges that people just want to socialize. And had I been consulted, I would have given them, had this been on the Menace Minifan Network, I would have given them a strategy around doing a great show. But instead, they put in that fucking pathetic performance. It was, Mike should be fired from Mike and the Minifans for that. He fucked it up. I mean, don't you agree? Pathetic.
There should have been some sort of plan in terms of who was going to be on, when they were going to be on. I do agree with that. I have no idea if you heard anything I just said.
Yeah. So it's just do that last line. I just dropped out for a
No,
second.
so there certainly should have been a plan in terms of like who was going to be on, when they were going to be on, have a format. Because and the worst part of it, Manners, was the end where like Blind Mike kind of like wanted to keep going, and Kirk was like, I think we should just wrap this up. You could tell Kirk knew the show was going nowhere. It was just very strange where it's kind of like looking out in the audience and like, hey, does so and so want to come on? There was zero planning in that show. And I have absolutely no issue if what they want to do for those like Friday night before the shows is, hey, if anybody wants to come on, line up, come on, have 2-3 minutes, no problem at all. Let's interview a bunch of Minifans. But there was none of that. It was just completely discombobulated. I agree. It was terrible. And then Steve from Gloucester just sat there, didn't really say anything. Gus, while he was stoned as shit, tore him a new one. I don't understand what the point of the thing was. Have it be a meet and greet.
So having done a show pre-Wilbur, if I was the number one KMS producer, my strategy around the Friday night show would have been more do it like a radio show from the venue. So you're not putting on a show, but then you've actually got Coleman or Justin going around the room and bringing people over. You're not doing a show for the people there, although people can listen if they want. You're doing a radio show where you're recording it, talking to different Minifans wherever you come in from, talk about the show a bit, and do a production like that that's not trying to be a live show for everybody there, so to speak, after a little while. Like, I would have loved another hour of Mike talking to other Minifans, hearing about, get anybody who's there onto the show and talk to them about where they've come in from, about the show.
Your internet is awesome, Menners.
Did you hear any of that?
I did some of it. So it sounds like you're trying to interview for this job. So why don't we turn it into an interview? What are some things that you like that the producers have done in the past, and what are some things that you would do differently?
Well, we're not turning this into an interview. We're definitely not turning this into an interview. Overall, though, I think the producers are generally too scared of Kirk. Like they get emasculated very quickly, and therefore they lose their own path. And because Kirk criticizes it, like Kirk is going to criticize everything, so you have to be really sure of yourself and stick to your path regardless.
Do you get the feeling that I do that Justin may be not long for this world.
Absolutely, he said it himself, and I think not a new story. We've just hit a point where he can't be part of the show and have good mental health. Like, it clearly just doesn't work for him. And I actually think as well the pedophile jokes that seem to get to him and stuff. Like, I don't know. I'd be surprised if he's here another month, or I think he'll be gone pretty soon.
I was going to say within the next 6 months.
Yeah, I think he might have been already thinking about leaving, but he couldn't leave before the Portland show after quitting before 2 other live shows. So I think maybe he'll be out pretty soon.
Which honestly, I just don't. I brought it up, so I understand, but I don't get, like, you've got one of the best jobs in the world in terms of, like, you're a producer for what I think you and I both agree is the best podcast going.
But Justin, if you're prone to anxiety and depression,
No,
you can
I get
work-
that. I don't get that, but I get that.
Yeah, like, and it's not even working with Kirk. I'm just going to say working in this industry might not be for Justin.
I guess so. Is like Grill on the Hill, snow cones? Is that
Maybe.
future? Which is
Absolutely.
fine. I mean, we need people to do that, but I mean, man, like, because Justin is good. He's good on the show. He understands the show. Now, the other thing to think about is, and I thought about this during like the producer search with Montante, who I have absolutely no idea how much money he makes or anything, but he has an established career. Leaving that to go to a show where you have no idea how long the Kirk Minahan show is going to go on for. Could be 2 years, it could be 5 years, it could be 6 months. We have absolutely no idea. So I understand, like, somebody like Montante being like, I can't afford to just take this job that I have no idea how long it's going to go on for. But somebody like Justin, man, like, stick it out. Like, be the producer as long as you possibly can. Same thing with Cullinane, honestly. Like, why not stay as the producer for as long as you possibly can?
I agree, but I just don't think Justin's built for it. That's
Like, somebody like you, Manners, would be perfect because you could do it until retirement and have a nice life for yourself in, Savannah, Georgia. Perfect.
um, yeah, and so I think Justin will be gone soon, and I think Coleman would be a good number 2. Like, if Coleman had someone to work under, I think it'd be good. But yeah, I'm stunned about Friday night. I'm stunned at how bad it was. I did get a call from BA from the bar after the show. Everyone was hammered, as you'd imagine. Montante was there with the 90210 girl. So the 90, remember Montante, 90210 girl had that big fight. Well,
From the cornhole tournament, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So they apparently broke bread, so to speak.
That's what they call it nowadays.
Yeah. Who else? I saw Robinson's B&B. I saw Mama Kay last night. Saw Craig Oconee. It was late. Everyone was so drunk by that stage. None of the producers or Kirk or anyone was still around. It was business. They were all business, as you'd expect. If you were Coleman and you'd stayed out till 2 a.m. this morning drinking at Gritty's, that would be a death sentence.
I actually listened today to the episode where Kirk just dressed down Blind Mike after that Madawaska show. Talk about an uncomfortable listen.
um, that was very good though. But yes, very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. Do you think there's a bit of Sneakers made a point that there seems to be every live show kind of these sort of fake bits running around that Kirk always freaks out, and there's always ahead of every live show there's always some fake drama. Vodka, welcome. Good start. Fucking idiot.
Great.
Vodka. Anyway, he's gone again. Yeah, do you think it's fake drama?
What specifically, like this time?
Just always, for every show, there's kind of like fake drama.
So
This time they're not ready. We're not doing any shows.
I think Kirk thrives on adversity. So could he be creating something in order to push himself to put on a great show? Sure. Like I could see that. I don't think that they're manufacturing things, but I could see Kirk
grabbing. It's let's add some drama to this. Let's add a storyline that maybe it's going to be a bad show.
No, I don't. I kind of thought that about the Clemmer thing at the Wilbur, I believe it was, where they pulled him backstage, but like talking to Clemmer and then seeing the videos like that 100% was not manufactured. So no, I don't think it's manufactured. I think that as the live shows get closer, I think Kirk is a little bit more on edge. I think that small things start to bother him a little bit more. And I think he uses that as motivation to put on a great show. So I think that's more of what it is rather than like manufactured drama.
Okay, interesting. I mean, there's definitely an element to Kirk getting stressed and then sort of blowing up. I think there is an element to that. All right, we've got some shots from inside the theater. There's Coleman. That is a terrible haircut. That is objectively a terrible haircut.
That's an old guy. I agree. It's absolutely terrible.
He's definitely gay, and there is nothing wrong with that. And I would just like to remind people that I started that bit that he's gay, and I'm going to keep reminding people until Kirk admits I'm funny.
Manners, I think that bit was started many, many, many years ago.
Well, it's not a bit though. It's not a bit. It's just an observation. But I came up with the observation.
You started the observation.
Yeah. Here they go. Here are those losers. There's Justin. There's Coleman, the two soon-to-be ex-producers of KMS.
Any predictions on the opening? We had the cross. We had the coffin. Any predictions on what that's going to be?
I think redemption. We're saying it there. It'll be something. And look, you have a super religious wife, so you would know much better than me. I get Christmas and Easter confused, but wasn't Christ reborn over Easter? Isn't that part of the tale? So I would say it'd be something like that.
Kirk rises from the dead.
And there's redemption because the Portland show was an all-time stinker. Sorry, the Port Plymouth show was an all-time stinker. I just you can all see these photos, that I'm pulling up. Yes, good. Otherwise, it's just me looking at photos.
Nice. So the show is 4 minutes in at this point.
Vodka's welcome in. He just left. Vodka's
is Vodka there?
I know he came in before and disappeared, but I
no, but I mean, like, is he at the Portland show?
No. He's a Fomo guy. I'm a huge vodka fan. The Dr. Vodka, not actual vodka. Oh, I like that too sometimes.
Yeah, vodka's nice. Yeah.
Let's just see. All right.
Well, Jeff D'Lo will be happy. UConn is winning by 27 points right now.
Okay. But did you say prediction? Sorry. Yeah, I think it'll be a good show. I think it couldn't be any worse than Plymouth. So they've got a very low bar to start at. But I do think there's a lot at stake here, Justin, because the live show brand took a huge hit at Plymouth, and Kirk runs away from this. But when that guy said, "Oh, I left at the intermission when he was in there," one of the guests, was in studio and said he went to Plymouth, but he left. It was so bad. Kirk kind of didn't really say anything, but the brand took a huge hit. And if tonight sucks, if tonight there's tech issues, if tonight's not entertaining, then I think it could have real long-term ramifications. If they nail it tonight, though, all is forgotten.
Yeah, I do think that it's going to go well tonight. I think so much of that is venue related. I mean, Cullinane clearly screwed up a little bit on the Plymouth show.
But he screwed up booking Easter weekend.
Yeah, well, I mean, that sucks too, but Cullinane's a moron. Let's give him a pass on that.
Also, if you're Kirk, you shouldn't be giving him that responsibility to book a date. Like, you're like, give me some suggestions. I'm going to then put these through an actual proper process before I confirm one.
Well, and I believe that part of it was that date was cheaper than other dates. Right. Maybe ask some questions like, why is it cheaper? Well, because it's Easter weekend. But I do think it's going to go fine tonight. Well, why wouldn't it? They've had plenty of time to prepare.
There's 1,000 reasons why it wouldn't, but go on.
You don't think it's going to go well?
I think it will go well, but if you've got Casey Smith saying, "Oh, they're making me do something really ambitious," that worries me.
That's not on the producers.
No, I'm not saying it'd be necessarily the producer's fault, but I'm just saying the show might not go well. Dr. Vodka came and went again. For all those Dr. Vodka fans out there, the guy's a chicken shit. He's welcome in. Dr. Vodka's a big fan of mine. We're good mates. So I can see it not going well. Technically, I can see. Yeah, I can see shit going wrong for sure. But that's fine. It still can be a good show as long as it's not Plymouth bad, where no one enjoyed
it. As long as Coleman and Justin do everything that they can within their power, I don't think Kirk is going to manufacture something that it went poorly. I think they'll be good. I do think that after this show, Kirk probably should take a couple weeks, chill, and then come back mid-April. Dr. Vodka, hello.
What's up, Florida Drip?
Hey.
We're going. Everyone's like,
Jesus Christ, Menners. What are you doing, dude? This is fucking ridiculous.
What do you mean?
Internet. I know I can't say shit because my microphone's fucked up, but your internet is so dog shit right now.
I know. There's nothing I can do about it.
Way to do a show, buddy.
Well, do you want me to leave?
No, I mean, fucking do it, but this is crazy.
Your internet has been bad tonight, Manners. So it's going to take a loss on that one.
What else? Tell me what else.
Yeah, but why did you say it was bad? You said you had a reasoning for why it was bad. Because it's Sunday or Sunday?
Because it's Easter. Because it's Easter.
Sunday. Yeah, like everybody, it's 11 a.m. on a Sunday morning. Everyone's up, probably, FaceTiming their families from all around the world. Happy Easter! Oh, we miss you. And, parents that are away from their kids and all that stuff. It's, people watching TV. It's I don't know.
I mean, this is sort of your job now because you sold the business. You have nothing to do, so you should probably pay for the internet to do this, where it doesn't do that, right?
The best plan possible, and this is out of business anyway. Vodka? This is boring. I mean, my internet's been coming and going. What can I do? I've changed Wi-Fi. Deal with
this is boring. You've subjected me to this show for the last 30 minutes.
It's actually been 55 minutes we've been going.
Hey now. Hey now.
And we've had a great show. Look, this is a FOMO show. This is
I've got more FOMO than all of you.
Now we've got a new member of the Menace Minifan
Matt.
Network. Matt, thanks for joining us.
Hey, how are you? Took a quick break. Have some people over for Easter. Snuck down to the man cave really quick.
Yeah. How's the FOMO for you?
Wish I could have gone. Would have been my first live show, but couldn't convince the new wife to go up there. We had some plans, so
Humble brag.
you know, it is what it is.
Humble brag with the new wife. I like that.
Yes.
I don't know if that's a brag, but just because you haven't had sex for fucking 6 years or something.
That's a humble brag. I mean, that's a brag. I have a new wife. That's a brag. That's cool.
Congrats, Matt. Congrats with the new wife.
All right, maybe I should have said that. Maybe I should have just congratulated.
You want to brag? My wife's away for 2 weeks. I'm living the dream life.
Yeah, that would be nice too.
So she must love getting away from you.
She probably begged to get out of the basement.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, I heard from Beanbag Ron that BA is looking fucking gigantic. I don't know if anybody else has said that. BA looks fat
I saw
as
him
fuck.
last night. He's huge. He's put on so much weight.
Is that your fault, Menners?
No, I think it's since leaving. He's racked with guilt about leaving this network, and I think he's turned to the fridge. He's one
I'll
of
be
those.
right back, guys.
He's an emotional eater. Yeah, you go. He's an emotional eater.
He's
So-
fucking using that one touch a little too much. I think he needs to go to like healthy stuff. I don't know if they have Trader Joe's in Toronto, Canada, but he should probably go there and get some like healthy stuff. It's sad, to be fair.
Too much poutine or whatever it's called.
To be fair, if I was around poutine all the time, I'd probably be fat as fuck too. So that shit's amazing. Menners, you got poutine there?
I'm gonna Google what it is.
You have no clue what poutine is?
No, I sort of do. It's some kind of sausage, isn't it?
You ran a restaurant. I think I don't know. Maybe that doesn't make you the know everything about food.
Well, yeah, we didn't specialize in Canadian dishes. Okay, deep fry. What is it?
It's like French fries, mashed potatoes, and gravy.
Okay,
on top.
No,
Yeah.
we don't have that, but we have what we call here chips and gravy, where we just put gravy on chips.
Menners, can I? And this may be a personal question, so you don't have to actually answer it. How much money did you make off the business? Like, would you profit or a loss?
Definitely a profit, but
All right, that's good. Did you want to sell or not really?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've got a full-time podcast production business that I need to take care of.
All right, I'm going to be Mayo here with another question. What's the actual likelihood you come here?
To take over the job.
Just in general. Like, so say you don't even get the job, or you still come here?
Oh, no, I would only come for the job. Like, I wouldn't just come and move to the States. But, yeah, I would say like a year ago that there was like 0%, and now the percentage is rising above zero. If Kirk gave me the right offer, I'd do it.
There's less venomous snakes in the States, at least where I live. I don't know. In Florida, there's some crazy shit down there.
Snakes here in North Carolina too. They suck.
Well, yeah.
What are we talking about? Snakes?
Yeah, we're talking about snakes.
Menners moving to the States.
No, I've got some snakes living in my bush right out here.
So Sneakers has put a message in the chat that the first video is Kirk at Gus's house, which everybody predicted a month ago. Thank you, Sneakers.
I may have missed this part. Kirk was drunk last night, right? On Mike and the Minifans, he was drunk.
No.
He's 100% drunk. 100%. As a known alcoholic, I know drunk. He was drunk.
No,
he doesn't drink.
There's no chance.
Hey, guess what, Menners? I used to be an alcoholic, and I used to tell people I didn't drink, and then they found out I drank.
All right, he was drunk. What vodka, whatever. I mean, this is worse than your other bit about him not really being depressed or whatever you said.
He's not really depressed.
There's Garbage Munchkin. Is that TJ Hubbard? He's looking pretty thin, actually.
He looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Or is fat to BA?
Can you go dark mode, please?
No, fuck off.
He doesn't know how.
No, I'm old. I'm 47. I'm happy to go.
Dr. Vodka, it's Easter. He can't go dark.
Okay,
That's it.
That's fair. That's fair.
People are calling their families.
Menners, are you Catholic?
No. I was actually baptized. I was baptized. So I was baptized and circumcised. So if God's Catholic or Jewish, I'm fine. I'm good either way.
When you get to the gates, you're good. He
Absolutely.
pulls out your cock. All right, cut.
Jesus, no Jesus, whatever.
Trousers. Yeah.
That's kind of the way to go, to be fair.
Yeah. Let's cover all bases.
Absolutely. That's what happens when you have a Catholic mother and a Jewish father.
I didn't know they had Catholicism in Australia. That's cool.
Yeah, we do. Matt, so I guess Matt and the Florida Drip are coming to the network very soon.
Absolutely.
So the Men as Minifan network has never been stronger. I think Justin's recorded his first episode. And then
I just have to figure out how to send it to you, Menners.
I can't believe you can't work out Google Drive.
I'm like Kirk. That's the only way Kirk and I are like. Technology.
But you could go dark mode. But you could go dark mode.
I can go dark mode. I do.
Or I can log
show you my phone.
Or I can log into your StreamYard.
That's fine.
Yeah. Someone said this is a brutal crew. This is a brutal crew tonight. This is the perfect FOMO crew. All the cool kids are in Portland, all the clout chasers. It would have huge clout wars, but those that tuned in before, apparently out of control clout. We spoke to BA and Montante on their way to the show. And
Menners, we had somebody that has 9 million TikTok followers live on this show.
We spoke to Harmon as well. He took us inside. Matt, what's your prediction for tonight? Do you think tonight is going to be a success, or do you think tonight will have fatal repercussions? And there's no in between.
If there's no in between, I would lean towards a success. I have faith in Coleman. Justin, a little less faith, but I do think that because I jumped in earlier when you guys were talking about the venue, I think the venue has a huge part of it. I think Dave had a lot on his plate when they were in Portland and fucked everything up. So I think the venue is going to handle a lot of that stuff. So I think it'll be more of a success than it will be a epic failure.
Okay. Confident. I like it. Very confident. Vodka, you're going to sort this shit out? You're criticizing my internet. You disappeared again. Such a retard.
I think we should have a show where Dr. Vodka predicts or not even predicts, states who's drunk and who's not drunk. I think that would be a good show.
Yeah. And he's wrong all the time.
Put like 10 people on the screen. 3 people have drank all day.
Why does Vodka never come on camera? He's hideous.
Because he's a pussy.
No, he's hideous. He got some terrible disfigurement when he was in the armed forces, and he's unimaginably horrific. So Matt's confident. I'm not confident. Yes. Florida Drip.
I'm confident.
Yeah, so 2 out of 3 is confident. I want it to succeed, but also it's more fun when they fuck up. So
yes, yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping the show goes well tonight, but the producers have a bad night.
So here's my prediction: if the show is bad, if something goes terribly wrong, there will be a show on Monday. If it goes well and Kirk is happy, he's off for 2 weeks.
Well, didn't he say he was still going to do a show Wednesday because of Mick and his brother? I know that was
possibly. He was kind of wavering on that. He was up and down.
Yeah.
I want that show.
Yeah, me too. That'd be pretty interesting. Do we have confirmation that Coleman was brutally booed walking out? Did that happen?
Ooh. Can we
get I'll message somebody. We'll see if I'll message Sneakers. I actually have Sneakers' mobile number because in true BA fashion, when he was absolutely blotto one night, he texted me and Sneakers in a group text. Did the crowd boo Coleman?
We're both working our sources, Manners.
Yeah. Well, and we should just tweet it out. We'll get a ton of answers just by tweeting it out. Definitely would have got booed, even just as like a funny boo. I don't think he's despised, though. I am surprised at how Mutt and Jeff really hate Coleman. Like, it's kind of, I kind of find him inoffensive.
I agree with you. I don't have any issue with Coleman. In fact, I liked Coleman. The Jim Tomei feed made me really like Coleman. He stuck that thing out like few people would have. A lot of people would have just walked out and said, "Fuck this! I'm not name two names that match with this person." Were any of you guys on live when he actually got it?
I was, yeah.
Yep.
My wife and I were on the couch watching a movie, and we both heard him say like Jim, and he like told man. We both looked at each other like, "Oh my god, it's gonna happen." So like that was something that I think drew, or I thought would have drawn Minifans to him.
To continue on with this drip story, I mean, if we're gonna go down this path, Kirk is definitely right that if he wasn't feeling well, if he was feeling well, that motherfucker, that didn't count. It didn't count. It was lackluster.
I agree with that, Dr. Vodka. If Kirk was feeling well, he still would be sitting in that studio right now.
I don't know. That was close enough.
Yeah,
No. But like,
it was close
he
enough for
never
the
would have
viewer.
said Jim. He never would have.
Oh, that's it. True. Yeah.
All that.
You're right. He would never have got it.
No, it was close enough for us because we were begging for him to fucking do it, but that wasn't the name.
I also agree with Blind Mike that like if you don't give him that, he never would have gone back to anything close to that name ever again. So like you had to Tomei is fine.
Well, as Jeff D. Lowe said, that would have counted for dozen rules, though.
Correct. Yeah.
He said, all the letters technically in the name, so he would have accepted that answer. So I don't know if that's how Kirk was playing it, but yeah.
Unrelated, do we think Trent South is actually like retarded? Does he have Down syndrome?
He's on the spectrum.
To be his picture with Casey Smith, he actually kind of looked like that's the best he could probably look, right?
I messaged with him a little while ago. Like he's special.
Menners is pulling the John from Scranton back in the day when we would do Meeting of the Minds, and he wouldn't say anything, and he'd be on his phone the whole time.
No, I'm listening.
He's been engaged tonight.
Can I just say to you, this is a FOMO show. We're also live reacting to events in Portland. So I'm just
how about live react to what you're fucking texting to people so we can fucking hear it? Because I know you're texting 80 different people going, "What's going on? What's going on?"
I'm trying
to be way more interesting than you fucking sitting there not saying shit, you stupid fucking idiot.
You were talking, Vodka. You were talking.
Well, talk over me.
I mean, I'd like to talk over you.
Some people can multitask.
God, I hate you so much.
What were you saying before anyway, Vodka, before you?
Trent has Down syndrome. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, great. No one cares about Trent. This is not Meeting of the Minds.
You're jealous that he was next to Casey Smith. That's what's happened. That's why you don't care about him. Because you do.
That's true. Okay, he took a photo with us.
He looked that was the hottest he could look. Trent South. I just wanted that.
He did his best.
Did Steve meet her by chance?
Yes, Steve was sitting
there was a picture that Menners had earlier.
Okay, yeah.
And Mutt was in the background as well, sniffing around. So, just on this question from Cameo Blind Mike, can we get anyone to throw a live feed in?
I want that so bad.
I really wanted to get a pirate stream going tonight, but Kirk,
No, we can't,
Ooh,
can't do
Kirk
that.
reached
that'd be
out to me
bad.
and make it very clear that that would not be kosher.
Menners,
So-
how much would you pay for a pay-per-view? Like what's the max you'd pay?
Oh, like a legal one? Like if,
yeah, like if he made it on pay-per-view, but it was like over $100, would you do that?
Maybe.
over 100.
Like if you they don't even clip it. Like you never see clips. You get nothing.
Oh, probably. Yeah. I mean, I reckon this. I'd pay 59. Like if they went 59.95. Remember, you're talking US dollars, which is a lot more in Aussie dollars. But if you said it was say 60 US for a live pay per view, I would definitely do it.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
I'd pay it too. I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't. I'd pay it. Which is sad because, I mean, I think a lot of people would do that.
For the last Sacco show, when they did the producer search thing, I had people over the house and everybody chipped in. Like, we had a barbecue all day, like tailgated for the Kirk show here. So, yeah, 100%. I would probably go as high as like $99.
I'm getting hammered by Davey Deadlegs. Anyway,
Beanbag Ron DM me saying he tried to get this show on the TV at the bar and Kirk turned it, shut it down. Like messaged Justin and told him to get it down because Justin was there still.
well, that's nice. Ron's still a fan. Yeah.
I thought you'd care about that, but
No, I do. But why would they want to put us on in a bar? But yeah, anyway.
because
I
it'd be funny to watch you be sad about that. You're not.
Here we
there.
go. I've got heard back. Okay, from my reporter on the spot, Kirk has sung his first song already. So the karaoke has begun from an unnamed source. Not surprising.
Montante.
But they should definitely pay-per-view this weekend because of Easter. They could have probably like refunded the tickets and still made more on the pay-per-view. Like they could
No,
have said
but I get why they don't. Like if you know that you can get it on pay-per-view, then people are not going to make the effort to fly and drive and do all that.
Yeah, but people still do that when he has done that.
yeah, I think the clout chasers would go anyway.
Would I have
I wasn't trying to be a
flown
dick
to
there.
Delaware?
but That's
Would I have flown to Delaware in a snowstorm?
well, this is my
If-
whole thing, Florida Drip, is that I like Kirk has never been that close to me ever. I'm in North Carolina. He's like fucking 8 hours away either way. I love the show, but I don't love it that much.
That's the I do.
Oh,
Can you hear this?
Rocky,
Oh my god.
Rocky,
Can you hear it?
A little bit.
Randy Love.
Is that Chaps on the camera?
It looks like Chaps.
That's it's not Shane, is it?
Oh, it might. I don't know.
Kirk kind of looks fat.
Look at the shorts. They're the Rocky shorts, aren't they?
Who sent
any-
this?
Did anyone
This is
listen
on
to him?
Twitter. This is on Twitter.
Did anyone listen to him hit the post?
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah.
He was very good. I was at a bar in Tampa last night listening with the thing up to my hair and he hit a couple good ones. He refused a couple ones.
Okay.
Where he was like, that's like a minute and a half before like I'm not doing that.
That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
he was good.
Who's that?
UConn has won
Yep.
by a lot.
Oh, yeah, I've got Tom Shattuck's number. I might call him later.
Call him now.
Well, he's in the show. He's watching the show.
I didn't know he's there.
He's there. Clout chaser.
Fucking
Does he
loser.
have all 17 of his kids?
Oh wow, you didn't like that? You didn't like that tweet, dickhead?
What tweet?
Yeah, you just went past my tweet where I was making fun of Jay. It was fucking fucking hurt my feelings that you didn't like it.
I didn't
Jay's
like
mayhem.
it.
That's Jay's birth mother, man. Do we
Jay
think? Hey, let me call Jay right now. Let me see if he got there to the show, and I'll put
he
it on.
is such
I'll
a
put it
piece
on
of
here.
shit.
Yeah, call him.
Right.
Fortunately, I don't have Jay's number. My life hasn't.
He's got to
sucked
be
it.
the worst.
Yeah, it's pretty
caller.
bad. It's pretty bad.
I hate. Yeah.
I met
Well,
him in Mississippi.
Word on the
Just-
street. Word on the street is that he's pretty normal in person. He doesn't like.
No,
Jay?
he's not bad. Like he's not what you would think he would be. He's just kind of standoffish and not showered. And that's pretty much what he is.
The only interactions I have with him is when he calls in, and he is fucking terrible.
He tries very, very hard.
Oh,
Mm. So, Matt, are you a Mayo guy? What did you think of Mayo's performance on Friday?
well, I tweeted out
Non-answer.
that Tim's rant on Mayo had me dying. It was hilarious. I mean, I like Mayo in the studio because of how annoying he is and the reaction he gets, but
Mm?
he's a lot, man. I don't know if I would ever be friends with him
Damn.
if I met him on the
That's a
street. Yeah,
great
like that.
way of putting it. He is a lot.
Yeah, he's fucking always on, as Kirk would say. He's just a lot.
I am friends with him, and he's not always on, but he's definitely got this. You know, as soon as he gets a like whiff of attention, it just
Manners,
goes-
you stayed with him in Connecticut, right?
I didn't actually. I stayed where he's from, but I stayed in a hotel.
Okay, so
I didn't stay with two little kids.
is his personality in person the same as in studio?
No, he's
Okay.
no, he's just turned up a lot more when he gets a bit of attention. But he's as well, you know, he's from this small, boring town in Connecticut. Like part of this is, you know, he lives a very boring life. So
It's like Western Connecticut, right?
So am I, though. I'm from a small,
Right.
boring town in Connecticut. I'm not, I haven't been in studio, but I'm definitely not like Mayo. He's on a whole nother level. Makes everything about him.
Now,
Yeah,
do
I'm
you
sorry.
believe that Mayo is very famous in his town?
Oh, fuck no. No.
What the fuck does that even mean?
No.
this
I believe
this is in the 1800s where there's 600 people in your town. This guy's a fucking loser.
Oh my God, it's Andrew!
Yeah, exactly. We went out to dinner, we went out to bars, and I'm not one person is like came up to us when I was there, like, oh, Mayo. Or, he's definitely not famous.
Legitimately, Menners has a better chance. I feel like
Oh, 100%.
there's less people in his country. It's more likely that he's famous.
More snakes.
Yeah, I'm definitely not famous anywhere. But I did get a lot of people shouting to me as I approached the Wilbur in Boston a couple of years ago. You know, like people from the bars were just shouting out manners, manners, manners as I walked along the street.
Oh, you're definitely more famous here than you are in Australia.
It was like the 04 Red Sox going down the parade route.
That's
Manner-
it. That's the analogy.
There is a chance that in Boston, Manners is more famous than like Johnny Damon.
He's more famous than like Christian Fourier.
100%.
Yeah.
More people know Menners than fucking Christian Fourier.
Okay, here we go.
That's why you should just move here, Menners. Maybe your life would be better. Not saying you have a bad life.
I
be
will
fair.
say the
Ooh.
drop of when you said it hit a car. They play it too much, but it's
It's hilarious.
It's one of the best drops I've heard.
There are
So
times
funny.
when I'm driving in my car and that comes to my head. Oh my God, hit a car!
So I'm glad you guys like it. I'm getting news. I'm getting breaking news that Robbie V went to the show with someone, and that person was thrown out of the show for constantly yelling.
Chuck Wagon?
Yeah, boy.
So I don't know if that report is unconfirmed, but apparently already someone has been ejected.
I can
Oh.
confirm that he went with Tim Ridgels, so that's weird.
Ooh.
No, I'm kidding.
It will be appropriate.
I mean, that's a pretty good guess, though.
apparently Mark from Haverhill
I mean, the
Okay.
only person I would know, that I know would go with.
Apparently, Robbie V's not there. Robbie V's not there, but it's his friend. Anyway, someone's been thrown out already. So breaking news. I better update the banner.
So what are we doing now? We're just waiting until the show ends, or
This is just a FOMO hangout. Anyone can join. We'll take questions from the chat. People are loving it. People are saying this is one of the best shows ever.
we go in like 4 hours?
I got nowhere to be.
Nobody's ever said that. But.
Breaking news. Someone.
No, but like I called Beanbag Ron. He fucking hung up on me immediately because of their air. But like he'll come on after this. He told me.
Yeah, I want to call all of them after and get reactions. You can go if you want, Justin. I know you've got.
No, I'm fine.
I know you got so much to do.
Oh, that's your name.
I've got so much to do.
His wife's out of town. He's got all the time in the world.
I mean, I've got my TV here with the NCAA.
You got an indoor pool?
Green. What's that?
You got an indoor pool?
I don't. I've got putting green outside.
Yeah. We
could go do some putts and chips at some point.
Like 8 televisions on the wall. That's what really.
I do. I have a 75-inch TV and two 42-inch TVs on my living room wall.
Are you wearing that Ireland shirt, like, ironically?
No. Oh. It's just literally what.
I heard you call me a pussy because I don't have my camera on. So, and then I heard Menner say that I was severely deformed in Afghanistan. So that was.
What did I call you a pussy in reference to?
Severely disfigured.
Because I don't have a camera on.
The camera on.
Oh yeah. I stand by that.
Okay. So it's actually you're hideous to look at. That's why you don't turn the camera on.
Menners, you don't know that for sure.
Is the picture on your thing? Is that you?
Yeah, that's me. But that was like 6 years ago.
No, then I take back the pussy comment.
Before the accident.
Menners, based on your story, I wasn't in Afghanistan 6 years ago, buddy.
Where in North Carolina are you?
Raleigh.
Oh, okay. I was there not long ago. Okay.
I'll tell you someone who is hideous who turned the camera on once by mistake. Killer Kowalski.
Oh man, poor Killer.
He's definitely
Menners. Why do you think he's never around anymore? Fucking guy disappeared.
It's way better that his camera's off. Put it that way. He just, I don't know. He was in his car and it just went on, and I've never been able to get the image out of my head.
I have heard he's lost a lot of weight. So, Killer, if you're around, credit to you for losing some weight, big dog.
Vodka, off topic. Yeah. You're in North Carolina. Are you do you like NASCAR at all?
I like racing. I'm more F1 than NASCAR, but yeah, I like NASCAR.
Okay. All right.
But there's a lot of races to go to here, so yeah, I go.
Yeah,
Matt, I've got to say you were going to do a great Drips show.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be fabulous.
That was Matt's way of asking me if we're going to do a NASCAR show together.
I'm down for that too. If you want to do that,
a lot of they say creatively you should encourage the best way to broadcast is be authentic, because eventually you'll get found out. So look, I don't think you and Justin are going to have a problem with this show. Just be authentic.
I think the first episode we should just call up random people and ask if they watch NASCAR.
Okay. Yeah. So I work for an HVAC company. And we have to call people.
Well, I would have never have guessed that based on your name.
Exactly. Yeah. So I have a lot of phone numbers of people, especially old people, that pick up all the time. So
hey,
I'll start writing them down. We'll do that.
You watch NASCAR?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we gotta get it. We gotta get an age demographic afterwards. If they say yes, you have to ask the age.
Okay. All right.
Also, ask where they live. Now we got multiple questions.
All in Connecticut, though.
And then we can post the poll results, and it'd be great.
That could just be the NASCAR show. We don't actually ever talk about NASCAR. We just call people and ask them, do they watch NASCAR, and they ask where they live and what their age is and what ethnicity they are. I like that.
A single driver doesn't matter.
Sounds like a plan.
Menners, do you watch NASCAR?
You're 75. Okay. You like Dale Earnhardt.
So update. Boomer in Haverhill. All I did was say I was an Andy Mayo fan and Kirk had me escorted out of the State Theatre. There is no bigger KMS fan than I. This is a dumb W WWE TypeScript. Nice knowing you all. I'm logging out of this account for good. Wow. So
Oh shit.
I can confirm then that Boomer in Haverhill, who is at RIP Feast of Five Hoodie. So you'd all know that account if you're
Yep,
on
yep.
the Twitter. Gone, ejected from the theater, quit the world. Thank you, Rob. I'll bring the tweet up.
Is it Haverhill or Haverhill?
Haverhill.
Haverhill. Sorry. I mean, well, I don't know. I'm not from around your way.
Dickhead, I'm not from there either. That can't use that logic. I don't live
We
there
have
either.
Menners from Sydney.
Sorry.
Oh, I like that. Siding.
What did I do?
What?
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here's the tweet, which I should have done in the first place, just bring it up. But
Yeah.
so, wow, already the first story to come out of the show. A fan has been ejected for saying they were a fan of Andy Mayo. I've got to say, I probably agree with Kirk's decision in that case.
Dude, if he said that, like screamed that, and then Kirk actually escorted him out, that's pretty funny.
My guess is Kirk said, "Is somebody here a fan of Andy Mayo?" He
Yeah.
probably like enthusiastically said yes, and then Kirk kicked him out.
Yeah.
Maybe this guy was hammered though, and
Well, if you're saying that you're a fan of Andy Mayo, then I think that's safe to
you
assume.
think that you've certainly got to be intoxicated in some way.
The rare Menners repost.
What do you mean the rare Menace repost?
I didn't. What?
Clout is a
mean?
dangerous drug. Well, I think a lot of people.
That's the guy. That's the guy that got my account banned. So
that guy.
Himothy got my account banned.
Yeah,
I told him he should kill himself on Twitter, and he reported me.
I agree with him. You suck sometimes.
That's fair.
Oh, just wait for some more news to emerge from the ground already. Wow, we've already lost the Minifan tonight.
That's pretty good breaking news, Menners. You're like the Stephen Che. Like you've got the news.
So, Dr. Vodka, where are you located? Without giving away too much.
Jesus Christ! Great segue.
Raleigh.
I'm just
Raleigh.
You're Raleigh. Matt's.
I feel like I'm talking to Chuck Wagon.
Connecticut. Do you like NASCAR, Dr. Vodka?
What?
Do you like NASCAR, Dr. Vodka?
Yeah.
You lost him already.
You're just gonna that. Hey, I know what Matt was doing.
It's a callback.
Yeah.
No, here we
Dr.
go.
Vodka would get the channel taken down within 3 episodes if he was allowed. All right. Fuck off, Jay Daniels.
No, I think Dr. Vodka did a great job with the Mount Kirkmore when it was on this network. Ricky Slicks, nobody actually has FOMO of the live show, right? I do. I got to say,
100%.
I do.
Yeah.
But I'm a clout guy, so
Yeah.
obviously I'd go for the clout. It wouldn't matter.
This is the first live show I've ever had FOMO for. I never had FOMO for any of them.
Manners, how close were you to trying to find a way to get to that show?
Oh, it's just impossible. I'm so busy at the moment with work that I didn't even consider it. So I wasn't even close, Justin, but
No.
I would love to be there. I would so love to be there, but it just wasn't ever feasible. I'd love to say I'll be there later in the year at a show. But that's why maybe I've got to follow my dream and just wind things up here and become the producer. Like, I got to take a punt, like take a gamble. Like, you only live once kind of thing. So, but yeah, I would love to have been there just for the clout.
It would be the greatest show of all time if they were mid-show. You fucking kicked in the front door and just walked in. Justin tries to come out to stop you. You fucking shoot him, and you're just there.
Like Crocodile Dundee, the Cobra on the knife.
This is my shit, bitch.
Yeah,
Looking like Tom Hanks.
Mm.
Just
I'd probably. It's a tough one. Whether if I say I was made producer and I had to choose to keep Justin or Coleman. Actually, no, it's not tough. I keep Coleman. Not tough at all. Because even if you wanted to keep Justin, he'd probably quit in a month anyway. So
Coleman makes your life easier, like tech wise.
And I think Coleman would be a good.
I don't know if Coleman makes your life easier tech wise. I think Gus was the tech guy. Ever since it's been Coleman and Justin, it's been
Coleman just needs direction. I just tell him what to do, man. I just boss him
Yeah,
around.
he's
Give him
yeah.
a list of things to do. I'd say just do all this
All
shit.
right.
That's the perfect way to put it. Coleman's a soldier. To just fucking tell that little bitch what to do, he'll do it. Justin's the guy that asks why. Like Menners would say, "Do this." He go, "Why do I got to do that?" Like, bitch, shut up.
Yeah.
That's why.
Menners,
That's why he can't be a part of it.
Let's break some news right now.
Yes.
What percentage chance is there that you will actually attempt to become Kirk's producer?
I don't know. It's hard to put a figure on it, Justin. But obviously, a lot would have to happen for it to be possible. Like practical stuff, like getting a work visa.
And like leaving your wife and children.
No, that's fine. That's no problem. Like, that's easy.
Oh
That's
shit!
not the hard part. And like negotiating things like continuing my cricket podcast because I would still want to keep doing that in some capacity.
Just
so
come
details.
up through Mexico. You'll be fine.
Yeah, but it would be no problem at all.
Yeah.
I'll get Carlos to bring me in, my former intern.
Yeah. Just come up through Mexico. You'll be fine. But
what's the level of cricket in the United States, Menners?
It's actually growing all the time. There is more opportunities there for cricket now.
My complex that I live in, there's a lot of Indians here, and they leave very early in the morning sometimes to go to their little cricket matches. And I go to the park sometimes to watch them. They seem pretty good, but there's some whites that are out there, which is I'm like, credit to us.
I used to work with a guy who grew up in Ghana, and he would talk about cricket all the time. There was some league. He lived up in Waterbury, Connecticut. They would go play all the time. He would watch it while we were driving around doing calls. And I'm like, just watch baseball,
dude. No, the test shit that's like fast is that the fast shit? Whatever the fast shit is, that's actually fun to watch.
T20 cricket is the fast.
That shit is fun to watch. I've watched that. That's actually fun.
Your fucking question from before, vodka. There's actually a cricket World Cup in America this year.
Really? We got the soccer World Cup, which we don't care about, and the cricket World Cup.
You got picked for the cricket World Cup,
but
where is it? Do you know?
The cricket?
It's Florida and New York. They're playing India,
Florida?
Pakistan. Yeah, India, Pakistan are playing in New York. There's a ground where you are. There's a cricket ground where you are.
Well, then let me know where it is. I will report live for our network.
There we go.
What's USA's chances, Menners?
0.0.
5,000.
No, what's actually our chances?
Yeah, zero.
Yeah, but we play harder in our home country.
That won't make a difference.
Okay, all right.
You can't underestimate the cricket home field advantage for the United States.
I mean,
apparently it's happening in my backyard. I have no idea.
Can I ask you a serious question about cricket, though? Isn't there like no time limit on it? Like, doesn't it go almost like baseball was?
So no. There is a time limit. So there's a game called Test cricket that takes 5 hours. So there's 5 days, and they play for about 7 hours a day for 5 days to get a result.
Holy shit!
So if there's no result by the end of the 5th day, it's called a draw.
Okay.
Now, Menners, you and I talked about this on the episode I was on with you. Wasn't there like a famous like gambling thing that happened in cricket?
There was
a documentary was made about.
There's a Pete Rose. There's a Pete Rose, I think.
Yeah.
Untold stories about South Africa, right?
Yeah, Hansi Cronje. There's that documentary series that was on Netflix where they look at you with your big cigar. Look at that. I love it. Absolutely love it. This is really helping my FOMO, actually, being with you guys.
I'm in Tampa, which is one of the cigar capitals of the world. Ybor City.
That was the fakest.
Look this up quickly. I meant it though. I really meant it.
You shut the fuck up. I hate Menners so much.
Yeah, there was a big cricket controversy with South Africa, but also with Australia. That's when I was on CNN. I was on CNN and Fox News in the States because there was a big ball tampering where the Australians got.
There was ball tampering.
Yeah. So
The
You and
Brady
Cullen
of
in.
cricket. Wait, how do you ball? Wait, yeah, this might be.
and confirm we're on to song number 2.
Okay.
Song number 2.
Oh God, dude.
How do you ball tamper though in cricket?
So
obviously,
basically it's like actually pitches, doctor of baseball. You put foreign substances on it.
okay.
You scuff it up. Unlike in baseball, they use the same ball for a while. So if you scuff it up, the ball will swing in the air.
Is there any baseball pitchers that would be like nasty at?
Because you got to keep your arms straight in cricket. That's the difference.
Doesn't it have to bounce though before you swing?
Yeah, it's supposed to bounce. You can still bowl it on the full, but if it's above your waist on the full, then it's they've got to do it again.
Okay.
Manners, rate yourself as a cricket player. Scale 1 to 10.
Terrible. It was,
Come on, Altuve.
But was it like your passion though?
not really. I mean, yeah, I
Is
played
he-
till I stopped playing pretty young.
So I interviewed Dale Arnold when I was 16 years old, and Dale Arnold told me that his dream job was to be the center fielder for the Boston Red Sox. Was it similar for you, Manners? Where like
No,
when
absolutely
you
not.
were a little kid to be
Or maybe when you were like a
cricketer?
little kid. But what actually happened? I got a moment of clarity pretty early on. I was playing cricket and I ended up playing against someone who's like who went on to be an Australian star and bowls like really fast, like 100 miles an hour. And when I was batting against him, I was like, okay, I'm never going to be able to hit this.
Not
guy.
going to happen.
How much do cricket players make? Because there was that movie about the
Millions?
Indian guy brought by the A's, right?
Oh yeah, I know him, the West Indian guy.
Yeah. So like it because I'm surprised there's not more players that MLB, scouts that come to the States to play baseball.
I think it's a different skill.
So I just want to thank everybody for tuning in to the preview of the Drip show that'll be starting next week on the network.
We're gonna
thanks.
work perfect together.
We came from the FOMO show now into the Drip.
We're down the skill set of baseball players in cricket.
I'm just going to kill.
There was a movie made about it. That's all I gotta
I'm
say.
going to kill the cricket conversation right here. If anyone wants to talk cricket with me, Cricket Unfiltered, it's a great show.
Send us a baseball player, and we'll break down how they would be in cricket versus baseball.
Perfect.
Just talk a little bit about Tim in Canton, because we got a lot of news about Tim in Canton this week. We all know he had
You liked one of my tweets today.
He had a health concern. There you can tell, definitely brain damage. He had a health concern a while ago. He had a sort of mild heart attack. Then he had a slow recovery. It affected his, cognitively, he was affected. He was very quiet for a while. This is all me, what I think. None of it's confirmed. Although Tim and I have spoken privately, but that'll be between us. But then he went into studio finally and revealed he's now unemployed, looking for a new opportunity. How did you think he sounded? You lead this one off, Justin. You and your big cigar over there.
Yeah, are you like for real? How I feel about it?
No, he's asking you for fake, dude. He's asking you.
Do a bit, Andy.
I thought he was very good. I liked him. I like his anger at times about like Andy Mayo. I think Tim is as genuine a Minifan as we have. So I thought Tim was great. There's nobody who has listened to more hours of Kirk Minahan than Tim from Canton. So anytime I think you get a chance to have him in studio, I think he's awesome.
Okay. Matt?
The one thing I'll say, I do agree with.
Do you watch
Florida
NASCAR?
Yes, I do. The one thing I
Vodka, where are
actually,
you from?
yeah, Connecticut. The one thing I kind of found interesting about that episode was when Kirk said, "If you had a chance to meet Bruce Springsteen, would you?" And he said no. That kind of struck me as, he's such a big fan of Kirk. I would have thought, even though he doesn't like Bruce Springsteen, he would go and have, if he had the opportunity to meet him, he would. So
No, but
I thought
I
that was
get that. Like, so I am a huge Springsteen fan. Like,
Vomit.
in 2 weeks, I'm going to my 6th show this tour of Bruce. But there are people who, like, if you told me Taylor Swift was in my backyard right now, I'd call the police. Like, I don't care. So if Tim doesn't care about that, like, I
So,
Yeah.
your
I
point now,
almost give him credit
they call the
for
police.
telling Kirk that he doesn't
Fucking
care about that.
Yeah, no, I
Okay.
mean, and this is just an opinion. Bruce sucks, but I'm glad that he was like, I'm not a fan of that guy.
Yeah, it's awesome. Like,
Yeah,
if you
okay.
don't like him, great.
I hate that I hate that he's such a big representation of the United States. I don't like that part because he fucking
Who?
sucks.
Tim
Bruce.
or Bruce?
Yeah, no, not yeah. Tim and Canton is a big
fucking
representation of the
huge.
United States. Yeah,
No,
his prank phone calls have gone far.
No. So like, I'm a what most people would probably consider a far right conservative.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't like Bruce's politics.
I don't think
but, like, I
anybody
go to the
doubted that, Justin. But
Really?
We're gonna be perfect, man.
But like, I go to a Bruce show and he just sings songs.
Okay. I don't know. For me, I don't know. I always pictured Tim being like such a simp for Kirk, like doing whatever he's told and like being such a fan of him that if he had that opportunity to meet Bruce, he would, just so he could tell Kirk like what he is really like behind, off stage, off camera, all that kind of stuff. So, but his performance in studio I thought was pretty good.
this is the reason why Kirk likes Bruce. Most of his songs aren't catchy. The songs that are catchy, he doesn't like, and that's the problem. Like, I mean, that's the main difference. That's why he doesn't like all these other people. Other people are making songs to make money that are catchy, and guess what? Everybody likes those. Bruce sucks he sucks as a musician. Listen to him play the guitar; it's fucking brutal. It is fucking brutal. He's not good, but I'm glad that Kirk likes him, but he sucks.
Yeah, we'll agree to disagree there.
Hot take.
Dude, his hate for Zach Bryan.
Watch him play the guitar. It's fucking embarrassing.
Yeah.
Can't play.
I love Zach Bryan. I don't know. Kirk hates him. He's not like most country singers nowadays.
Zach
but-
Bryan
Have
is
you
a
ever
better
been to a
musician.
show?
Zach Bryan is a better
Zach-
musician than Bruce Springsteen.
Vodka, have you ever been to a show?
Matt, you're the perfect
One.
grip. You can derail any conversation.
Because
Yeah,
like,
we'll-
Antante
Thank
and
you.
I went to that show in New Jersey. Like, he's one of the best live performers I've ever seen in my entire life.
Hey, I'm glad you feel that way. I feel
Which
my
is
way,
fine.
you
Like,
feel
I
your way.
don't like, my wife doesn't really love Bruce. She liked him live, but like, not a fan. So I get it. Like, it either you like it or you don't. I don't
This
care.
guy
but-
Jameson can suck a cock. Hey, buddy, you're gay too. I'm glad you
can't
think they're
read
catchy, but
that,
they're not.
no.
They're not.
Yeah.
They're fucking not. Born to. There's some catchy songs, like I just said. Born
Yeah,
to Run.
we-
All those little
yeah.
fucking loser songs. They're catchy.
Well, I hope you like Bruce if you're at the Portland show tonight, because it sounds like you're getting a lot of Kirky
Kirk's
Springsteen.
on song 11
Yeah,
of the Bruce set list.
Hold on. I'll be right back.
Matt,
Fucking
you
Jameson guy, such a fucking loser.
I really like Matt. He's actually
What did Jameson say?
part of the Manners Minifan Network. And who says we don't have a lot of talent?
It's a very objective opinion that
I
Bruce
just-
songs aren't that catchy except for the main ones.
Okay, I'm not going to argue with Bruce Springsteen with you guys. Back to Tim and Canton though. I thought we saw a different Tim and Canton. I think he's a bit muted now. He's a little bit timid. We're seeing a man at a crossroads in his life, And I look forward to how Tim emerges from this. Yeah, maybe he'll be my number 2. Maybe it'll be
Yeah,
me
who was it? Him and Blind Mike?
in the studio. I think it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Because
There was a
where
long
he had
period of
the same
time.
outfit, Kirk.
There was a long period of time where, like, I forgot Tim was in the studio, and I forget what the topic was they were talking about. And then all of a sudden, like 25 minutes later, Tim said something, and I was like, "Oh shit! I forgot Tim was here."
Mm.
So I agree with you. It was a muted Tim performance, but when Tim talked, it's one of those things. Like when Tim talks, you listen.
Yeah. Yeah. I just think we're seeing a man at the crossroads, a new life about to begin.
When's Tim Riggle's documentary come out?
Well, is he still off Twitter? Haven't.
Do we have confirmation that Tim is at the Portland show?
Actually, I'll message.
I know. Oh well, I've heard that he's there from
Okay.
Okay,
peeps.
I'm gonna message him.
When's the show over? Do we have an idea? What time did it start?
I would guess 10 o'clock.
You
Wait, another hour anyway.
Kirk Jong-un. That's true, Jay Daniels. Kirk Jong-un. Fucking.
I wonder if Mick's there. Is Mick there?
Yeah, I think so.
He'd go for the clout for sure. Him and Christian.
Is that his girlfriend that he keeps posting with him with the Beyond Average podcast merch on?
Let me have a
Because
look.
if that's true, that he's shooting above his like he's
No, she's an attractive girl.
he's hitting above his weight there.
Yep.
Are we talking Mick or Christian?
Mick.
Tim Ridgels is at the show. Can confirm. Yeah, Mick's definitely punching above his weight. She's quite cute. Like you definitely wouldn't kick her out of bed.
Well, no wonder she's like mad at him. Like,
yeah, absolutely. And he's such an idiot. He's never gonna. Never gonna get another girl as good as her again. If he gets another woman at all.
I do like that. Is it a bit that he doesn't get that what he's saying is wrong about that situation about the Mexico trip? Like, is that
no?
You got Menners, you know him better than me. Like, is that a bit? That's not a bit.
No,
right?
no, it's 100% not.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I've talked to him privately, and like he 100% believes that.
Dude, even in the best relationship, I want my girlfriend to leave. Like, go away from me.
So
Like,
I don't know. I don't think you were on here
for 7 years, and she's asked away without you. That would be a bit weird.
My wife and kids are away for the next 2 weeks. It is the most glorious 2 weeks I will ever have in my entire life.
They're still in love.
Florida Drip. The reason Menners is agreeing with Mick is because he also has Crohn's disease. Look at him. He's just the Australian version of him.
Undiagnosed, if I do have it. I think I'm looking very, very good.
I'm not saying you look better than Mick. I'll put that out there. You look better than Mick, but you're close.
A lot of sun at the moment in Sydney.
I'd hate if I looked like Mick, I may have killed myself already.
I will say he looks worse on camera than he does in person.
It's the eyes, dude. He's got the butthole eyes. That's
yeah, but like in person, he looks pretty normal.
Okay, well then maybe it's something I got to see in person at some point. Patrick,
I wouldn't suggest that necessarily, but yes.
Mick is worried she will get kicked down at the resort alone and not come back.
Is that English?
That's what I read it as he said it.
Is that English? I don't think it is. I'll put it up on the screen.
Mick is worried she will get kicked down at the resort.
I think he meant dick down. I think he meant dick down. Like she's gonna get dick down by some random dude.
Yeah. She would definitely find some.
Okay.
She can do much better than Mick. Much better. Like
that's the real reason he's scared.
Yeah, 100%. He thinks that she's gonna meet some guy.
Put a ring on that finger and lock her in if that's how you feel.
Especially if she's asking to get married, like Mick, you're never gonna get better than that girl. I want that on the record. Hey, Mick, this isn't to be mean to you. You will never get a better looking girl than that one. If that's the one I see in those pictures,
Well,
never.
I'm not gonna lie. She's got a lot of baggage with her family, though. That's not.
That's not real baggage. He made that up. He's a fucking crazy person.
Yeah. Trust me, I'm not the biggest Mick fan, but when he was talking about how her father and stepmother didn't visit her in the hospital and all that kind of stuff, like that.
Who knows if any of that shit is true?
Yeah.
Though.
Exactly.
That's
I'm playing devil's advocate with
Matt.
that.
Matt's a Mick guy, so he's trying to.
Oh, fuck no, I am not a Mick guy.
Sound like you're a Mick guy.
Like
No.
Mick is legitimately crazy. Like,
No, I think he is legit insane.
Mick loves NASCAR, is what you're saying.
Yes.
And he's not from North Carolina.
Yeah. Fucking sad.
We'll add that to the Venn diagram.
I've got more breaking news for you.
Oh boy.
You're never going to believe this. Kirk is calling Dale Arnold.
Yes, I had Dale Arnold.
Will he pick up? Well, I don't know, but that is the live update.
I'm gonna say yes.
Why wasn't this a DraftKings pick?
Because Barstool doesn't promote Kirk. That's why.
Oh, yeah. You're right. They should have had odds for some of the things that happen on the show.
It's a very easy thing that they could have done.
Well, they couldn't have odds because Montante would tell everyone love Montante, but
Get fucked, Montante. Get fucked.
Montante love you, but
Some car in my neighborhood is being robbed. So let me.
Penners makes a good point. She has to be insane. If you're dating Mick, you're insane. That's true.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. A cameo by Mike.
She got that.
What is Casey Smith's role tonight? Well, we don't know, but she teased it before that it was very complex and she wasn't sure she would.
Yeah.
Do it.
When she made that video, I assumed it was like them dancing together or something.
If she does any dancing, I'd be like Coleman and admiring the choreography of that.
I bet it's her and Steve doing some dance. It's like Steve from Gloucester. That poor woman.
That would ruin it for me.
That poor woman.
Could she be the teacher for Cullinan?
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. The teacher or the masseuse.
These guys never get over this. These guys never get over this.
Do we know?
Coleman?
Cullinan.
Oh, I mean, I'm assuming he is. They brought it up several times.
What? Whether or not he's there?
Yeah.
Oh no, he's there. There were pictures today of him there.
Okay. I'm the worst on Twitter. I go on.
I've got a video from the. Problem is, I'll give away who sent it to me. Oh no, this is pretty.
All right, I'm on Jameson's side there. You still haven't addressed Kirk Roning, Mike and the Minifans last night.
Me?
No, he didn't.
I mean, he did. It was
that show was going downhill, and Kirk mercifully ended it.
He's wasted.
You like? Is it a bit, or do you really believe that? Like you?
I think he had. I think he had a drink. And if you don't drink and you have a drink,
can you say this?
Yeah.
That's great. That's Blind Mike in every live show.
Blind Mike in every show. Oh, that was the first
man!
Video from inside the venue. Thank you for sending that through.
We've already defied the orders of the boss there.
Honestly, feels like we're there. This honestly, I feel like I'm in.
There's people literally getting up and looking backwards. That video.
It's Blind Mike in every show, just sitting there.
Oh man.
Very good. Thank you.
Why does he do that still?
I don't know.
Kirk's
No,
told him several times, you don't have to come. He shows up.
it feels like we're there, as I said. I just think that Mike and the Minifans was a fucking joke. Like, it was a fucking joke.
It's the worst show I've seen in a long time. I don't like to give BA credit. Every show BA's done since Mike has been on has been better than that.
But Menners, you would agree, like Kirk didn't ruin it.
It was
no,
funny to see him drunk.
the producers ruined it. Just Mike, and I thought Blind Mike. I mean, that was a pathetic performance by him. He clearly gave it no thought. Like he just, if that had been something for his blindmike.net network, he'd have given it way more thought. He just, like at some point he's got to take responsibility as the host. Him and his fat ass should have done way more.
Vodka, would you, if invited, would you go into studio with Kirk?
Yeah, I would, but
You would?
I don't think they'd invite me. I'm not big enough. Nobody cares about me.
No, but I mean, if you reached out to Coleman, like,
well, I would never do that. I don't care enough to do that.
I almost got into studio. But
I thought you did.
No,
yeah, Menners told me you did.
No, it was Harry's graduation, so he moved a day from Friday to a Thursday. I already took that Friday off of work, and I couldn't take the Thursday off of work. It was going to be
Who was
me
the
and my
producer?
Tata.
Who was the producer at the time?
Colnane. It was Harry's
Fucking
graduation last year.
So no, pathetic organization.
And I was told,
Should be that hard to book a show 2 weeks ahead.
No, so yeah.
See, when I was on, Steve Robinson was the producer, and Steve was. Menners would hate to hear this, but Steve was so professional. They had me take a COVID test before I came into studio.
You should have recorded all of that. That would have been hilarious if you just recorded. Like,
and
forcing you to do that.
So I had a flight scheduled, and Steve told me like 4 days before the appearance that I had to take a COVID test. So at the time, like, you couldn't get a COVID test. This was December of 2021, I guess.
It had to be 2020. 2021,
No,
you could get a test.
No,
right?
2021 it picked up. Because I had
a
COVID test up here.
It was December, so I was on December 7th of 21. I had a flight December 5th, I think.
Oh, and this had to have been foreign to you, Justin, because I mean, you're down here. We didn't do that.
Nothing. So I had to get like a mail-in test, sent it in, and they said they were going to FedEx it back to me. And Steve was like, "If you don't have a negative test, like you can't be on."
What a pussy.
I'm sweating it out. I literally got it like the day before it was negative. I just took a picture of it and sent it to Steve, and he's like, "Yeah, that's fine." Showed up at the studio, and Steve's like, "Hey, man, what's going on?" Give me a hug. Yeah, you're clearly very concerned about this.
Jesus.
That is lost in history that Steve was the biggest COVID pussy.
He was.
Oh, I've listened back to some of those shows. It is. I hope those get clipped and put right back in his face for the rest of his life.
Well, and the show that I was on was right after his grandfather had died, I think, and it was the first show back. And he was talking about how there was like social distancing at the funeral and all that. It was wild. If you listen back, it is a wild show.
But he was also one of the first to predict how it would stop the world. He was like, this could
37 million people will die.
Yeah.
He was a bit wrong. He was a bit wrong on that.
I'm gonna derail the show here for a little bit for a sec.
Oh.
Again.
My favorite Steve show was when he euthanized his friend's cat.
Oh,
He
yeah.
had the shooting.
Which 100% did not happen.
That was my favorite story. Yeah, that was hilarious.
Steve is a low-key liar too.
If that had happened, Tim and Canton would have that cat skeleton at this point.
Yeah.
I just can imagine Matt's family right now outside going, "Look, if you're quiet, Matt will stay in there for ages. He might come back."
Maybe. Yeah. I don't like them very much. So.
Anyway, breaking news. I've got to take.
Dun, 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 dun.
the venue, and this is, you can probably guess who sent this to me. It's called Redemption Show, but it should have been called the Recycled Show because it's all the same.
It's got to be Sneaks, right?
Look, I'm not that's between,
Yeah.
you know, that's just
I mean, that was the easiest call out of all time.
that's the first review. Breaking news. That's the first review of the show so far.
I don't know what.
That's a fair point, P Buck. It's a fair point.
What did he say?
He said, Dr. Vodka, you don't care enough to reach out to Coleman, yet you're on a FOMO show on the night before Easter. I said that's fair.
So, Vodka, where are you from? No, I'm kidding. How did you get into the Minifan world? Like, were you a Barstool fan, or?
I'm a Stoolie before a Minifan.
Okay.
And that's true to this day.
He was in hospital recovering with the severe disfigurement.
All right,
He
Manners.
spent a lot of time listening to podcasts, and
All right, Manners.
that's where it came from.
Well, I mean, there's realistically, there's no reason for anybody from like Virginia down to ever have heard of Kirk before Barstool. So,
No, that's completely fair. I mean, the only reason I knew of him was,
Let's not ruin the drip.
I used to listen to EEI. Used to be on Nesson back in the day, which was like the Red Sox channel.
Justin,
So-
did you hear Matt? Did you hear Matt, Justin?
No.
He goes, "Don't ruin the drip show," because he doesn't want this story to go away.
We'll save that for next week, Matt.
There we go.
No, but I get what you're saying. Yeah, no, it's, I don't know. I like him a lot. He's right there next to Barstool for me now. But it's still Barstool 1 if I had to pick.
So let me guess. So, are you like a KFC fan?
No, I'm like a PMT. Yeah, no, I'm PMT spit and chicklets guy. More spit and chicklets than everybody. Anything.
Oh, you must love it when Whitney's in there.
Dude, somebody was like, somebody said like, Vodka, you would have sucked Ryan Whitney's dick if you were there, like when Montante was sucking his dick. I was like, yeah, dude. Yeah, I love Ryan Whitney more than any of
Yeah,
these
you would have sucked
motherfuckers.
his dick.
You
I
guys
would have
also-
sucked it. I would have been gay and sucked his dick.
You guys.
What's
also
wild
stole
though
my
is when
hockey
Whitney
team
and
from-
Kirk are together. Like Kirk is the alpha between him and Whitney.
Yeah, because he's older. He's older. He's older. That's the reason.
No, but he's also he's a better personality than Whitney.
Well, I think Whitney knows that too, and I think the age factor does make a factor, but I mean, I think Whitney also knows he's just not as good as Kirk.
Well,
Like
yeah,
Whitney's great at what he does.
Whitney's not a host. Whitney is a good like chip.
Whitney's
in and
the
drive
Kirk
it.
Minahan of hockey. Like if we're talking hockey, he's the Kirk Minahan of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he's not
I
a
think
host,
Whitney's
though.
better than Biz.
Same.
Biz-
I feel that. I feel the same way.
Yeah, Biz sucks everyone's cock. It's crazy, but
This is there to make money, and that's all he cares about.
Dr. Vodka, you guys also stole my team from up here,
I don't know what that
Whalers.
the Whalers.
Oh, I'm a Capitals fan. I'm from. I'm originally from Washington D.C. So
Okay.
In the city or
Northern
outside?
Virginia. Northern Virginia.
Okay. I lived in Frederick, Maryland for a while.
Sorry about your bridge.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Now that was a little east of me.
I like driving down 95 and you see the big Marlboro cigarette up on the
That's in Richmond, Virginia, where I went to
Richmond
college.
Yeah. Yep.
Menners has no clue what's going on right now.
No, I'm just amazed at
You're
how
watching the preview of Drips.
boring. you guys are.
Menners is just like, this drip show is going to be amazing. He's like Harvey Weinstein right now. I am going to produce this.
Never been more impressed. No, I was just thinking about. I think the unnamed show has been quite unimpressive so far.
Oh, it sucks. It sucks. I've liked very little episodes of that. It's
I
sad.
fell asleep during the last one. Like, can you imagine falling asleep during a show with Portnoy, Kirk, and Whitney? And I actually think there's probably one too many big egos in that trio. Like you probably need to just keep it Kirk
Oh.
and Portnoy,
You
and then
think
just
that's the
bring
problem?
in What?
I said I was like I thought it's interesting. You think that's the problem? I thought the problem was it's just not long enough where they can't go.
That's interesting. I think Kirk and Dave Portnoy works well together,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know if the three of them works well together because Whitney's not that interesting. Like
But
he's
Manners, you're not a Barstool fan, right?
Yeah.
no, not really. No,
Yeah.
So like I think that's the difference. Is
don't talk
the
down. to me.
unnamed show is
Talk down to me. Just that's the difference, man. Like I don't know what's going on.
Don't get the show.
You know,
back.
like I don't know enough
but
about
it is the difference is
to be able to enjoy that
if
show.
like because I don't enjoy the unnamed show as much as the Kirk Minahan show because it's almost like Kirk is the host of a show of a world that we're not involved with.
Well, that's why
Right.
Manners
You know what I
hates
mean?
it. To be fair,
Well,
that's why
that's-
Manners doesn't.
That's what I
like it.
mean. Like
Yeah.
it's I like it, but I don't know a lot of times the topics they're talking about because I don't follow Barstool.
Yeah,
I
that's
follow
for sure.
Kirk.
Well, that's why
Yeah.
Manners is saying it sucks because he doesn't follow Barstool.
No, that's
Yeah, that's-
not why. Are you too vodka? Don't put words in my mouth. The
I
fact
do
that
whatever I want. I'll do whatever I want.
the dynamic worked.
Kick
when
me
you
out.
had-
Kick me out. Kick me out. Then.
No,
Show your face, vodka.
Sorry, Manners. Go ahead. My bad.
Jesus, man, these three assholes are the only Minifans you could get. I know. That's it. That's all the good ones are at fucking Portland, sucking on the clout, sucking up the clout.
I'm a great Mina fan. I'm fucking great.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. And so is Matt.
Well,
Um,
we don't want this to. We're not on the network to be another wrap up show. There's way too many of them. We're here to shoot the shit, talk, all that
Thanks
kind
for
of stuff.
Thanks for
Have
telling me
another
what I'm
show.
doing. I
That's a
needed
shot
you.
on you, Manners. Right there.
Thanks for
No, that's
validating
fine.
me, Matt. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thanks for validating me. I needed that. But with the unnamed show, I think when Portnoy and Kirk bring in people, that's good because you can it works well with Kirk and Portnoy as the double act. Whitney never adds anything. He's not that interesting unless he's talking about his own golf game or I'm gathering ice hockey. He's pretty much a damp squib. And then when the three of them were just shooting the shit in the last show, it just wasn't that good. Like there was nothing there. Like
You're not wrong, Manners, because Whitney does bring the show down. I've agreed. I agree with you because like he always leans to the side of caution. He's always like the nice guy. And like I think they need that, but he's like way too nice sometimes. He's like, "Oh, Clemmer, I got you. Let me ask you like the softball question." Like just let them be a dickhead to Clemmer when they're talking to him, you know what I mean?
Well, let's remember what it's replacing, though. It's replacing Kelly Keegs, fucking Francis, and their group of losers that work in Barstool, New York. It's way better than that, and that was their whole thing. I found Kirk through Barstool, so that's their whole thing. It's not going to be the Kirk Minahan show. We have that, 3-4 days a week.
thanks, Captain Obvious.
Yeah, you're welcome. Like that's what it is. I don't know. Like it's more Barstool.
Don't let Manners. Hey, don't
It's
let Manners
more
get to you,
Barstool
Matt.
drama.
Fuck Manners. Don't let him do this to you.
I won't. I don't have an offer from the main.
I've been around this world enough to know that that's Manners trying to get at you. Just fucking fuck that guy.
No, I love
Fuck
Manners.
him in the left corner. Fucking
I
asshole.
love Manners.
It's a valid point. Good point by Donatello.
What a dickhead. What a
20
dickhead.
minutes of steak talk doesn't appeal to you. Now,
I hate that too.
want to make a point, and Justin, as someone I know will get this. When you are eating high-end steak, actually medium is what a lot of restaurants recommend because the extra cooking breaks down the fat and adds more flavor into the meat. So if you're eating a high quality Wagyu steak or some top quality beef on the bone, a lot of the time a restaurant will recommend medium. So the fat is broken down. So I thought it was, typical Portnoy thinks he's an expert on steak should be eaten medium rare. Certainly certain fillet steak should be eaten medium rare, but it's not a blanket rule. If you get a good Wagyu, medium's the best, and a lot of restaurants will say that.
No, well, if I'm at a really, really high quality steakhouse, I always order it medium because when it's cooked properly, it's going to come out medium rare. It's what they call medium, and like you said, Manners, the fat is going to make the meat a little tastier. So yes, I agree with you. So I actually was on Whitney's side on that, I think.
Mm. Yeah,
And
I'm
Matt,
on Whitney's side as well.
again, another topic for our show. We can talk about steaks and how you order them, and we could rank
Fucking making me
restaurants
hungry.
and where you order from. You know,
Yeah.
Here
Known,
we-
known steakhouse
I knew
owner Menners.
Right, I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Here we
Let
go.
me bring
Breaking
this
news.
up. Bring this-
uh
yes.
oh,
What did I say to you about
bum
Steve
bum.
and Casey's doing a dance? Yes. That's.
Yeah.
I wish I
Oh
got
my God.
Holy shit.
Look at that. And Steve, you
Wow.
can see Boner would be poking into
Yeah.
her hip right there. She is feeling very awkward now. This you got as much as I hate Steve. I'm glad he's got this moment. Any human deserves to be this happy. He will never, like, this will be the peak of his life.
That's the pinnacle of Steve from Gloucester's life.
He's gonna jerk off to this so much tonight.
Every single
He's
night the
coming
rest of his
pants
life.
right now. He's just blowing his fucking load right now.
Well,
And I would probably too.
Kirk
And I'm not big enough.
mentioned,
I'm not big enough to do that with her either. Like hold her like that. She'd fall over.
Kirk mentioned that the MILF category is kind of watered down now with who they say is a MILF. Casey Smith is what? She's 32, 33. Is that
Should be
old
older than
enough? That
She's
hit that
probably a little older than
threshold?
that.
That should be late 30s.
Yeah, I was gonna
she
say
late
almost
30s?
40. Yeah, I
Is
was
she
gonna say
really?
almost 40.
Okay. Maybe
Yeah.
you're right. I don't know. But does she hit that
I think she had a little
threshold
bit of
of
work done here or there just to take a few wrinkles out.
okay, just
Did I splooge in my pants? Yes.
Well, anyway, back to steak talk after that little interlude with Steve from Gloucester's Sausage. Well, congratulations, Steve. As much as I hate you, I'm glad you.
Yeah,
Got
no, I'm
me.
happy for him. He ruined Mike and the Minifans last night, just like Kirk did, but I'm happy for him. Wow, nothing after that, huh? Wow, sad.
Sorry, I was.
All right,
No.
cool. This is a great conversation, guys.
No. I'm getting up another tweet from Gig. Someone fill the air.
Gig.
Oh, you know what's funny? The other day I called John from Scranton, like from work, and he answered, and he was like, "Oh, I added you a third way called Gigs on the call." It's like, what? Well, I called you. Why'd you add? He was like, I was talking to Gig and I added you. It's kind of weird that they talk like that.
John and Gig talk all the time. John talks to a lot of people.
I know,
and
but
he's
why
such-
would you, like, if somebody calls you, why would you add them to the third way
Yeah,
conversation?
that is weird.
Anyway,
I like
look at all
doing
the-
through calls.
look at all those moles on Mayo's face. It's fucking gross.
So he is
dude.
there.
Yep.
Menners, I was the one who called into your show pretending to be Mayo's mole, and
Oh, yeah.
I wish I kept doing that. To be fair,
Fair enough.
could
Also,
forget?
so the Stephen Casey dance was done to the Dirty Dancing song as predicted by Sneakers. Wow.
Shout out
Honestly, good
Sneakers.
for them. Like, obviously, that was relatively last minute. I mean, that show was
Yeah.
what, like 2 weeks ago? Like,
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
just met today and rehearsed today. Like,
Yeah.
that's
I wonder
That's
if
kinda
Steve
cool.
can actually dance.
what's that?
I wonder if Steve can actually dance.
No,
I mean,
There's
if you're the
no-
guy in that, you don't have to dance very much, right?
he just holds his hand up and like, yeah.
Twirls it
You
around.
do a dip and then you
Right.
hold up.
Hey,
So confirm
for
Sneaks
Casey.
is there.
Yeah.
What was that?
So confirm Sneaks is there because
Yeah.
he said multiple times he wasn't going.
No, he wanted
No.
to go. but
What a
he wanted,
fucking loser!
he
What a
wanted
fucking
to buy
loser!
a ticket for like $6 and pay for parking for $2, and go to the show for under $10 so he can rub it in Kirk's face. And I'm a sneakers guy. You guys know I love
Why?
because he's funny, but
No, he's
No.
not.
No, it's not at all.
I think he's funny.
What's
but
funny? What's funny about him, Manners? They
Manners.
church people out.
I like
He
people.
takes this world too serious, and he thinks he's king of the Minifans.
I like
Hey,
people-
guess what, Sneaks? Hey, listen to this. You're a fucking loser. You always will be. You always have been. You fucking
I like people
dork.
that I like
Well,
people that
hold
make
on.
it straight.
Hey,
Yes.
hey, Vodka, you're in North Carolina. I'm in Connecticut. I'm a lot closer than you to him. Sneakers is the fucking biggest loser I've
I
ever
know.
met.
I
Like
know.
I can't. Like he's part of this network, which is fine. But like the amount of hate
Sounds
and,
like
like,
it's fine.
for the main show, I can't stand. Like, just enjoy it. Just
Matt,
enjoy it.
Matt. Kirk's right when he says that he loves it. That guy.
He does.
He calls himself kicking the Minifans because this is all he has in
Dude,
life.
dude,
It's the
He's a
saddest
coward.
thing I've ever seen. It's the
He loves
saddest
the
thing I've ever
crowd.
seen.
Oh, bro, I'm from Boston. I'll kick your ass. Like, fuck you, buddy. I'm in Milltown, Connecticut. I'm down. I have a 9 mil underneath my bed.
Matt
You
throws
wanna
it
really
down.
start some shit, like,
I was
Let
gonna
him
say
know.
somebody like that that tries
Let
to
him
attack
know,
me,
Matt.
they're getting
Let him
shot.
know. Let him
dude,
know,
like,
Matt.
honestly, I can't stand the guy. He choked out Visionless Dave. I love Visionless.
From behind.
Like,
From behind.
Fuck off, dude.
From
You're the
behind.
biggest fucking pussy. You wear your hat backwards. Here, you want to see this? Clip this. Put it on the network Twitter.
Hey,
Fucking.
I'm
fuck
with you, Matt.
dude.
So
Fuck
somebody
you.
does that to me, yeah, they're getting shot because I'm carrying all the time. Done.
Dude.
Matt,
I
oh,
can't
dude,
stand
Matt
that
versus
guy.
Sneaks Rough and Rowdy would be sick.
Let's do it.
Yo, I'm about 5'5", 180 pounds. If he can get down to my
So
weight,
is he. He's 5'5"
down.
too.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, he's
Let's
short.
go.
He's not that
Fuck
much taller
him.
than me.
Fuck him. I hate that guy.
I'll be
You
your
will-
Paul Heyman.
He's
All
the
right,
fucking
perfect.
worst. That guy's the fucking worst. And
I-
Manners is scared of him all the way in Australia.
know,
So what does
man,
that say about
I know.
Manners?
And Menners, you thought you had the drip show. Look at what's going on right now.
No, it's gone crazy. I did find Sneaker's little bit though with this show about like he's been tweeting out the tickets for about 2 weeks now, how cheap they are. Like, we get it. There's a lot of tickets available. They're very cheap. It's Easter. I don't know how many people are. I'll ask Sneakers how many people are there actually. How full is it?
I forgot how much you guys are boys now.
I mean,
This looks
That's what happens
from
when
the
you're scared.
pictures I've
You
seen,
You
it's-
try to
it's
be
looked
friends.
pretty
You
full.
try to be friends with them so you don't get beat up. Oh, that made Matt so mad he took his headphones off.
he's done.
But I just got a bit bored with that.
Ooh,
Like,
ooh.
okay,
Trent
so-
South saying, "Let me join."
yeah.
Oh,
if he-
yes.
Trent,
Do it.
Put the link in the chat.
no,
All
okay.
All right. I have to go. I have to take my dog outside, go to the bathroom.
Matt,
but-
you've been great tonight.
Matt,
Thank you.
thank
Honestly,
Yep.
you
You guys
carried
are
the
welcome.
show. Don't
And
mind my
seriously,
jokes.
Sneakers, fuck you. I don't give a fuck.
There we go. I mean, we've got it.
go. Let's go, Matt. Fuck that guy. I didn't expect that to happen when I brought up Sneakers, but I kind of like that.
This is like my cousin Vinny. I want that guy.
I want that guy. Hey, don't worry, Matt. Sneaks is also 5'5", so you're good.
Yeah, that was some hostility, and I can't understand it. Sneaks is such a nice guy. I'm surprised people. don't-
He's a scumbag.
I don't.
It depends on the day with Menners. Some days Menners is anti-sneak. Some days
No. I think Snakes has got a big heart. I think people underrate him.
he's got a big gut. That's for sure.
I don't think he does. I think he's been ripped.
Nah, he says that. That's his bit. He's fat. I've seen him. He's fat.
All right. We'll put. I've given the link to Trent, so he's the word.
You didn't put it in the chat. That's probably smart.
Well, And
I'm going to be like Montante. I'll be right back. I'm going to make myself a drink. I'll be right back.
if anyone wants to message to join the FOMO party, please.
You see what I do, Menners? You see what I did? I fucking
Everyone's
saved this show. I fucking saved this show from the depths of whatever it was 2 hours ago or an hour ago. It was fucking horrible before I got here.
No, it's been fine all night. It's been
Okay. Sure it was.
It's been very. What you think you saved the show?
Menners,
you saved me.
it was failing badly.
I was stuck with
You DM me going, where are you at?
I DM'd you. Did I?
Where are you? I think is what you said.
Oh yeah, because you asked for the link. Yeah.
No, you said no. I didn't. You said where are you?
Here we go. From the show. Oh, we got a live feed.
What are you doing, Menners? Get your face off the screen.
Say that again, buddy.
I love you.
I'm trying to figure out how to flip my fucking camera.
All right.
Like, where's he fucking gone? Jesus. Well, we got a camera in there. We said we would. Here we go.
Let's go, Trent. Trent.
Yes, Trent. Hello.
Trenny boy.
Oh, we're gone.
Oh.
It could be the end of the network. The end of the network. I actually didn't know. I wasn't sure Trent was in there. It's because he went to the show.
Yeah.
This feels illegal.
Yeah, I was laughing at that too. It did feel illegal.
Look, 30 seconds is fine. Bit of fun. You know, but we're across the street. We live in the darkness.
But Manners, did you just see that though? Did you see that though? It was No Exit 4 playing like a song from Happy Gilmore while Justin held something. It was
yes,
that was sad.
No, I think it's great. I would love to be there. But yes. Good on Trent though for dialing in. Thank you. Drew missed the whole thing. Florida missed the whole thing. Justin missed the whole thing.
Whatever.
We just got an illegal stream going for about 30 seconds of the show.
From who?
From Trent South.
Oh, he's there. That's right.
And it was and if actually of all the people to do it, Trent South's the man. Like he's dumb enough to do. Like I didn't keep it going for longer.
I wonder how long is he there? He would be great in studio for like one day.
How drunk are you?
How drunk am I?
Yeah, to say that Trent South would be great in studio.
No. I think Kirk would be super annoyed at him, and it would be entertaining for all of us.
This is kind of like great for me that I'm not the drunkest on the show.
I heard Trent beat up. You're just talking shit. All this time to yourself's gone to your head, Justin. I don't think he did. I don't think Trent.
I think he meant Jameson there rather than Justin.
Maybe.
Maybe are you fucking wasted, Menners?
Me? No, I'm reading. I heard Trent beat up by a dude. That's on the anyway. I don't think he did. I can't imagine Trent beating up anyone, but I also don't think he'd be very good in studio. He's like a very nice, simple man. Very nice, simple man.
It's one way of describing him.
Down syndrome.
Well, big news already from the venue tonight. We've lost Mark in Haverhill. Is that it? Haverhill.
Haverhill.
Mayo hasn't gone. Casey and Steve from Gloucester are probably going to have sex tonight.
I'm going to call Beanbag Ron right now. See what's going on.
Yeah, just call him. And he's in the venue, isn't he? He'd be loving all the crowd. Loving it.
Your
Any
call has been
questions?
forwarded to
This
an automated
motherfucker.
voice messaging system.
Any questions? Put them in the chat. We will take questions.
I'm trying to
Go
get
on.
people to fucking get on here. I'm calling John right now.
Here we go. So Cullen fucking bad last time. People don't want to pay $80 anymore after not being able to hear for 2 hours. If it wasn't for that, it would probably be full. I think there is an issue with the branding of the live shows, but I also think Easter's a huge one. Like it is, if you've got little kids, if you've got a family stuff on, it's just a hard weekend to get away. I mean, it was typical thoughtless stuff from Cullinane.
Yeah, 100%. It was. It's not just Easter. It's like spring break for some people, and Easter, regardless of your religious affiliation, it's a family holiday. Like you just can't get away for the weekend.
No, not at all. So the whole thing's bad. If this one goes off well, though, hopefully it gives more people confidence to go back. Because if you're not a clout Vader, if you're not a clout, if you're not, someone that lives for the clout, if you're not a cloutaholic, then you've got no reason to go to the live show at the moment. But I do like the idea of them traveling around America, doing small live shows and pay-per-viewing all of them. I think that would be terrific. And pay-per-view them for just like, $5.99 a show. And also don't guilt people into buying more than one stream of it. Like that was so weird for soccer, like they're having competitions who bought the most streams. Like
I agree with that. That was silly. But like I
how
went
do you know how many
to
people will buy it if
I
you
went to
don't?
Mississippi and Delaware. Like why not charge $5.99, $9.99, whatever the price is? It's found money. You're there already. You've got the cameras. Mick was in Delaware recording. Coleman was there recording. Like, why not? It's just extra money, and it gives the Minifans a chance to see what's going on. I don't.
Florida
I don't
Drip.
agree with the negative.
I'll tell you the reason. Because there's not enough people that are willing to come. So he doesn't want to put it on pay-per-view so those people don't come.
All right. So shots fired from Andrew.
I don't know.
Oh wow, look at those empty seats in the middle. Fuck.
Oh yes. There's no one there. But that's Coleman getting.
In fairness, that looks pretty full.
Look behind the people.
There's nobody there.
That's a lot of people.
There's not no one. There's not no one.
That's a good crowd.
But that's Coleman getting a lot of shit. And
well, that's not a good.
That's not there. Can you see my mouse? Can you see the mouse?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Like, look at all. It's all empty. Like everyone's sort of crammed in together. It's all empty up the back there. But that's fine. I'm not good on. Still a good turnout. 600. Look, that's all empty. How
much did Sneakers pay to do this?
That is all empty. And
I don't know. That looks. That's. I can't agree with you there. That looks pretty full.
It's not a great look to have like 8 seats missing in the best spot in the world.
Yeah.
Like in fairness, one of those seats is probably mine.
Well, that's a you problem.
Coleman getting a ton of shit. Coleman's very unpopular. Charlie Griffin, there's like 5 Open your eyes, Charlie. The whole section, that's all
there's-
empty.
I'm
That's
watching
all-
the NCAA tournament right now, and there's
Only
like
1, 2,
38
3,
seats
4,
wide
5,
open.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 right there.
I
In
mean,
the
I could,
prime.
but there's a whole like.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're nitpicking. I don't want to turn into sneakers because I don't think this is a reflection that the show's bad, or I think it's the Easter weekend. I think it's Plymouth fallout. There's a few factors, and as I said, it's probably if it's over half full, that's great. That's 600-700 people. That's a big turnout.
Yeah, well, why can't people admit that? Like, it's okay that it's not completely packed, but it's not packed. That's
Absolutely.
okay.
Don't need to be a simp. A kimp.
Fucking sad.
I
It's sad,
tweeted
man.
I tweeted that reports are surfacing that the venue is only half full, and people are like, "You're such a loser." I mean, people just want to just live in, I don't know, like live in this la la land. Like I do get that with why sneakers does a lot of it is because so many Minna fans just can't hack any criticism. When there's even a shred of truth to it, they lose their mind. Like it's.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of these people live in the land of delusion.
Yeah, JD, no one's saying there's not people on the balcony, but you're probably, the first few rows of the balcony people are sitting on, and then it's empty, which is great. If I did a show at the Portland State Theatre, I would get 30 people there, if that. So I'm not criticizing.
Well, why can't we just be realistic here?
Yeah.
Like that, like all you fucking Kemp losers. You can be realistic here, and I don't like to be on the side of sneaks, but like you guys live in the land of delusion. The land of delusion. That's you guys. Because there's not that many people there compared to his last shows.
P-Buck 83, 60 to 100 is way too much. I can't remember how much the tickets were, but I don't think $60 is too much for a ticket. I think
No.
I think if you VIP is 100 or the best seats are under 100, I wouldn't. Matt, who just left. Manners, please stop sucking off sneakers.
You know what, Don, you're right. It's packed. It's fucking packed. You know what? I was wrong. There's so many people.
I think $60 is fine. That's a really reasonable, especially the amount of work Kirk puts into the live shows. He doesn't often get a lot of support from the producing team, but he puts a lot of work into it. I don't think that's the issue, but
We just said earlier that we would pay like $60 to watch it on pay-per-view.
I paid thousands of dollars to go to the Wilbur show. I flew 10,000 miles to go to the Wilbur show.
Right.
Would you have walked 1,000 miles?
No. No.
Right.
No, I'm not fucking some idiot who does things.
Question for you.
Like a monkey for Kirk.
Do you think Steve actually walked to that show at the VFW?
My very good sources have on good authority.
Lauren
There was no, not her. And there was a fair part of that walk where he was asleep in the back of a car while it was driving. That's all I'm saying.
That was my suspicion.
Yeah. He walked a lot. Did he walk all of it? No. That's what I've heard on the grapevine.
Nenners didn't get my walk 1,000 miles joke.
So what was the joke about?
No, it's over.
That song?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
It's a good song.
Yeah, fuck you, dude.
At Goldilocks, I walked the first 18 miles with him.
How gross
Yeah,
look how gross that picture is. Ugh.
No, I think Goldie's very attractive. I like her height. I like the fact that
Menners, you think men are attractive, so I figured out.
Definitely do not. I think he got a ride in the wee hours. But I did see his bloody underwear. Well, Goldie, that is an image. I'm very sorry I heard. Now, I think that's directed at you, Goldie. I think Goldie's directing at you, Vodka. I hope that's not directed at me.
It's definitely at me. Definitely. We got any more breaking news?
Yeah, I was just look. Yeah, see, people getting such, people get so defensive for me tweeting out that the venue's only half full. I mean, there's some
because it's you. It's because it's you, unfortunately.
Let me put this up. I'll put this up for you.
I'm gonna keep calling Beanbag Ron and John and Scranton.
Show you though, like, look at this guy, Byron Rightwich. So what? Greatest show ever, and every single person reading this tweet loves the show. Doesn't change a thing that it was scheduled a bad weekend. I would say the same to Sneakers, but I'm scared he would show up to my house and beat the shit out of me. I mean, Byron, fucking grow up. Is that a Matt Burner? Probably a Matt Burner.
Oh man.
No more breaking news from the venue at this stage. No more breaking.
What did you guys think of the story that DEC and MHB may be coming back to the network? The other network, I should say.
Thank you for clarifying. Well, I mean, there's so many clout chasers that have come out of the woodwork since they've got an opportunity to go on the Kirk Minahan network channel. But they don't listen to the show, so what value would it be?
Yeah, it would just be 2020 jokes and references that nobody that listens today would have any idea what they're talking about.
But we're 2 hours 36 minutes into this broadcast and I haven't brought it up. Thank you for. I mean, Justin, you've got to admit, as a professional, I mean, what Kirk did was a criminal act. I mean, maybe it's my fault for not getting the contracts signed off and everything locked down, but he basically stole my network on a whim because I made a joke he didn't like.
You're a psycho, Manners. You're a
So,
fucking psycho. You're a fucking
in fairness, he owns both networks.
I'm the CEO of the
like, are we doing a bit or are we like?
No, I'm serious. Like, like he did no work for it. He never cared about it.
Buddy, you're a crazy person. You are a fucking crazy person.
But if I own a business and I don't really care about that business, and somebody else just sues me for something they don't own, like.
Manners, this is legitimately what it is. Okay, you own that breakfast place, right? It'd be like if your manager got mad at you because you decide to sell it.
It's good analogy.
Thank you. I win.
It's a fair point.
I still think whether it was criminal is up for debate. So we've got to maybe revisit.
Not really.
Change your terminology, and maybe I'll be on your side.
It was morally improper.
Yeah, all right.
On a moral level, on a person-to-person level, on a, and I'm sure Justin would be able to run this past his significant other, but, it goes against everything that is written on the 10 Commandments. Like he's infringed in a lot of ways. And I think, I've been the victim here. I built a network that he then stole.
I'm not saying you're not a victim. I'm just saying the reasoning behind what you're saying is incorrect.
But hasn't this also helped the network gain traction?
Which his network or my network? Like, what are we talking about here?
Both.
You got to be direct with Manners. He'll ignore if you talk about the other one.
Both. He gave birth to this fight between the networks.
I gave birth to it. A year ago, there was no Minifan content. There was no network. I restarted it, got the engines going, got the Minifan, I literally revived the Minifan world basically, and he then stole it.
Hold on, breaking news.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Harmon just texted me and said Coleman got booed horribly.
Yeah, we just played the video.
All right.
I'm just saying, I got a text from Harmon. He
Yep.
said, "Oh yeah," horribly.
He's
Menners, I've got a thought process for you. Do you think that Kirk is maybe doing this to you to give you the motivation to be the producer? Because I think he thinks you don't have the motivation to do it, and so this is a way
it's
for
true.
him to make you do that.
It's true because part of me wants just to be the producer to get the network back.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think he wants you to be the main show producer.
60% network, 40% KMS.
No, vodka. More than that, Kirk wants Menners to go across the ocean, get to the studio, and then Kirk say, "Nah, I don't think so."
Yeah,
That's what would get Kirk off the most.
But either way, it works because Kirk gets off, Menners gets off that he even wants him there to begin with. So
it's true. No,
regardless,
I think Kirk is racked with guilt, which is why he said the stuff about the producer stuff.
I don't know if he's racked with guilt is a stretch.
He knows that'll make me feel better. Like I'll play in his ego and say he'd be the producer of the show, and that'll keep him happy and keep his network going.
Is that the reason he's taking a break? Because he's racked with guilt?
Well, I think practically there's going to be a changeover period, like working out a visa for me. I think Kirk said he's going to clear out his spare room for me. Like there's a lot of stuff that needs to happen. So I think there needs to be a transition period.
Will you make breakfast for Harry and Kate in the mornings? Just because, like, I mean, I feel like if you're gonna invited into their house and sleep in the guest room, you got to be the breakfast guy since you were the restaurant guy.
Absolutely. I mean, I imagine Kate, being a 17-year-old girl, will probably do her own stuff in the morning if she's anything like my
Pop-Tart in the toaster. Or...
Yeah, she'd be on her phone. She wouldn't want to hear from me.
She'd be like, "Shut the fuck up, Menners. I don't want your fucking breakfast."
But Harry, I'll make him eggs. We'll talk WWE.
He doesn't like it that much anymore. I think he's going to think you're a dork if you do that. Like,
okay, well, we'll just catch up. We'll just catch up. Me and Hazza. You
gotta go counterculture with WWE with Harry.
Yeah, I'll come up with a nickname for Kirk's wife, Mrs. M or something.
No, you just gotta go. Yeah, Harry. It doesn't WWE suck now. Rock sucks. CM Punk sucks.
Yeah,
it's all fake, Harry.
But I think Kirk, like it's amazing how. Like you really see the clout chasers now because there is absolutely something on being. If you want to get noticed, being on that channel is way better. Like if you want someone from Barstool or Portnoy to pluck you out of nowhere, if you're on Kirk's channel, you are way more chance of that happening. Which is why the BO boys have gone there. Why Josh Kamara has gone there. Why Will will go there. Why all these fucking clout chasers will go there. Because if you're on the main channel, you've got way more chance of getting noticed.
It's a bunch of stoolies. It's the me's of the world.
Yeah, it's the me's. It's the, people that want to get plucked from nowhere. It's sad. It's very sad. I know you guys missed him. He's back. Matt's back. Do you dog take good shit outside?
Yeah, she did all right. She's right here.
Hey, Matt, this show's not ending until we get all the scoop. So.
Till we get what?
All the scoop, all the tea, all the scuttlebutt, if you will.
Okay. About what? Like, I just don't like sneakers.
No, Portland.
Yes, please.
Yeah, that.
I think you should just
that and NASCAR.
Matt, please just fucking attack him. He's the worst. He's a fucking loser.
Okay. Go. So sneakers is like Jeff Gordon. I'm like Dale Earnhardt Jr. I fucking wreck him. He's the new kid on the block. Well, technically, I'm the new kid on the block.
Well,
but you know what? Fuck him. I take over. I'm the guy. Like, I'm not him. I'm the new him.
Yeah, you're drafting behind him and you shove him in the wall.
Right. Like, he just hates everything. Like, he's the old guard. Like, I can't stand it. Like, it makes me more angry than I can comprehend. I just don't like him.
Yeah.
So, like,
I agree.
All right, take a break from your
can't.
soliloquy to look at what's on the screen. So we've got Steve Robinson. So he's clearly there. All-time moment when Casey Smith and Steve from Gloucester slide a few seats down to make room for Andrew Augustus as Kirkman rocks shirtless. There you go. That's what's happening.
Hey, it's Pat Ford up there.
Is that Pat
Oh
Ford?
my god.
That's Pat
Yep.
Ford. That's
Oh,
Pat
it is.
Ford.
And John. That's John and Pat Ford. The drips.
The drips are up
Wow.
there.
That's crazy.
I knew it. I knew it. What did I
Matt,
say?
we are doing
Part
our first show shirtless.
Okay,
Part,
fair enough.
part of the reason he stole the network was to get content for his show.
Menners,
And-
this is an attack on you right now. This right here is an attack on you.
Absolutely. I mean, the whole thing's
I'm
been.
for it. I'm on their side, to be fair.
I became too powerful. That's essentially what happened. I became too powerful, and he decided to try and bring me down. It
Also,
To
actually
go
happened-
back to the NASCAR analogy, though, Sneakers is Kyle Busch.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well,
Matt, you're
Kyle
with
Busch
me.
Kyle Busch is
and
actually good.
I don't know who Kirk is in this, but Kirk
I didn't
forgiving
follow.
him for
Kirk is Kyle
reaching out to a
Busch.
pedophile to fuck up with, fuck his kids. Like, no.
Wow.
Like, fuck that
Wow.
guy.
Well, thanks, Montante.
Yeah, I'm a Montante prodigy. I love
Yep.
Montante.
You're in this
But
coaching
yeah,
tree.
no.
You're in this coaching
Yeah.
tree.
I am. Yeah, fuck him.
Matt, are you in Montante's coaching tree?
I've reached out to Montante a few times.
So
I've had
no.
him on my podcast. I asked him some technical questions, which, looking back, is probably not the best thing. He's not the most technical type of person. But no, I enjoy Montante a lot. He's a good dude. I've never met him in person.
Just ignore the screen. It's great broadcasting. Just ignore it.
Yeah.
Go on. Continue.
Okay. Yeah, no, never met Montante in person. Would love to. He's a great
If you listened
guy.
earlier, Montante was arguing vehemently with me
Fuck
that
you,
he
Menners.
did hold my children's hands.
Oh, I did. I remember that. Yeah, at the MetLife Stadium, right?
you
Yeah,
imagine-
Yeah. I
Imagine
remember
how-
that.
This is going to make Beyond Average Mick shit for about 3 days.
Who is that?
That's Mick
That's
and
Christian. That's Christian.
Christian, right?
Oh man.
It's been there the whole time you've been talking. Whatever. Continue. Sorry, I'm just going through what's on Twitter.
Okay. No, I just don't like the guy.
Who the fuck is that? No, Menners, go back. Who the fuck was that?
Going back. I'm going back.
All right.
Sorry.
I
This is
just
just-
don't like the fact that Kirk forgave
Thank you.
Sneakers for going after his kids. Final point.
He didn't go
Oh, this-
after his kids. He didn't go after his kids. It's fake news. And this is the shit that annoys me is Kirk
you have
says stuff on the
receipts for it,
shows.
though?
What?
Do you have receipts for him not going after his kids? Like, I need some sort of proof because
You
Kirk
need it.
constantly.
You,
Yeah,
Matt,
I-
the fucking drip needs some sort of
Yes.
proof.
No, it's
Yeah.
Matt, the HVAC guy, Menners.
No, it never said such crap in my whole life. Because
Thank you,
Kirk does
Vodka.
this. He says I'm a show hater. He says, Mayo's a show hater. He says people do this.
Menners, I don't
He
think he's
don't
ever
think-
said you're a show hater. I don't think he's ever
Mayo-
said that.
used to
Mayo's
say in
not
the
a
past,
hater.
go after his restaurant. He used to say all stuff.
Yeah, but he knows you're not a show hater. I think that's wrong on your part.
He used to say all that stuff. In the past.
So
Yeah,
what
but
is
he
your
doesn't say that
argument?
anymore.
So what is your argument that he didn't go after Kirk's kids?
They
Right.
wanted to do a bit with Billy Tibbetts that
Okay.
went too
A
far. That's
pedophile.
all
Right.
it was. That's all it was. They never said, "Hey, here's his address. Here's his kids' names. Here's where Kate goes to school. Go and rape her." Like there was no fucking.
Yeah.
No,
Wh-
but
wh-
he did say that he was going to do something to Kirk's kids.
No,
but
I
that's
saw.
a
So
little bit.
I was still friends with Sneaks when this happened. Sneaks showed me the DMs with Billy Tibbetts. He didn't actually say anything about kids. He just said, "Hey, fuck with Kirk."
Right.
Oh, okay.
And then Billy Tibbetts decided to go kids related.
I mean,
Yeah,
but that's,
okay.
that's not
So, I mean,
great,
it-
though.
I don't like defending Sneaks, but that's the factual thing that happened.
But that's still not like the best
not cool.
argument about
Yeah, but it's
like,
funny
that's
to fuck with. But it's funny to get somebody to fuck with Kirk because nobody will ever do it.
yeah, but you can't but once you hire someone
Hey,
and
Killer.
you don't know
Hey, Killer,
what
come
they're
on
gonna-
here if you got something to say, pussy.
Me?
You fucking you fucking disappeared from this world, you fucking loser. Either show up or don't say anything in the fucking chat, you fucking dork.
Yeah. Okay. Bring him
All
on.
right. What's wrong? Who's?
I don't know who he's talking about.
He's
Sorry,
fighting with.
no, no,
He's fighting with the chat.
I'm yelling at the chat. Yelling at the chat.
Okay.
All right. So here we go. Obviously, Big Cat did a video. Teasing thoughts and prayers to Barstool. Big Cat Unreal video. There we go.
Oh.
And there's Blind Mike hasn't moved for the last 2 hours.
Damn. Cats looks old.
Yeah,
Looks
he's
old
getting
in that
old.
video.
And here we
Basically be about me dying. This podcast will basically be about me dying.
I did this is let me pay for a pay-per-view. Jesus. Fucking so I can see this shit.
I know. It's a shame.
I care enough to pay for a pay-per-view. I don't care enough to fucking drive or fly there.
I'm the same.
Menners, that's not.
You're in Australia.
Yeah.
No,
It's a lot
Menners,
Okay, it's a lot
Menners, you
longer.
already talked about how you spent thousands of dollars. Like, what are you talking about?
But I can't do it for every show, can I? But I could do
Well-
pay-per-view for every
Yeah,
show.
but that was the opposite of what that
and
was.
Matters.
Mate, yes.
I did want to ask you, how much annually does it cost you to fly to the States, go to a show, fly home?
annually.
Well, when you do go to a show, yes, annually, because I'm sure you.
If I-
go-
Can I guess? I would say $4,000.
I say 6,200 total
I was going
for
close to
everything,
8.
including food and everything.
He
I mean, it
stays
depends
with
how-
fans though and
I
stuff.
mean, it depends how long I'd
yeah.
come for. And last time I came for 2 weeks and traveled around the Northeast. If I just came for like a 4 or 5 days for a show, the drip's probably around that 4 or 5
Okay.
US, because it's it's around $2,500 just for the air ticket.
So was I close? 6,200 for total?
Oh, you could easily blow 6,200, and Boston's so expensive. Like hotels in Boston are a fortune. So
Manners, you'd love North Carolina. It's fucking great. It's so cheap down here.
A lot of NASCAR.
There's a lot of Matt, that was great. That was good. There's a lot of NASCAR. You can live down here for like 50 grand. Like
Well-
50 grand a year, you can live down here.
that's what I'll do. I'll go and be the producer in Watertown for a while, then retire down to North Carolina.
You
It's-
should be the producer for the Dale Jr. download, and then you could just live in.
Me and Matt are gonna have a NASCAR podcast, so don't worry about that. And then we're
Well,
gonna
you
be
will-
on. We're gonna be on your channel.
Yeah,
Be on
you're
your
welcome.
channel.
You're welcome. But the pay-per-views are also great for content because
Matt, we got to do that where we just call people.
Okay.
Yo,
yeah.
you like NASCAR?
Yeah. I'm down for it.
I'm sure there's actually probably plenty of million fans that are boring enough to like NASCAR.
All right, fuck you, Manners. We're not actually talking
Honestly,
about NASCAR. We're
if-
just
if
asking if people
anyone's
like
going-
NASCAR.
If anyone's going to the North or New Hampshire race in June, I'll be there.
Loudon, right?
Let's go. Yeah, Loudon.
There we go. I'll come up for the Loudon race.
All right, there we go. We'll do a
How are
live-
the rehab
We'll do a
facilities-
live show.
yeah.
Tailgating.
Go ahead.
All right,
Go ahead.
now
Go ahead, Manners.
no, it was just a comment from how are the rehab facilities in North Carolina? I was
I
Jack.
went to one in 2022, and I'm still an alcoholic, so not great.
Manners sucks dicks. Well, good. Thank you, Stan.
Manners, we're getting close to where we can get people like on the phone.
I know. We're just sitting in there.
I just don't know if you were gonna like turn this off. So
No, I'm not going to turn it off. I'm just going to go. I'm going to take a quick. I'm going to go take a leak. What you go? One of you, Matt. Sounds like you should host the show while I'm gone. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh,
Dylan, let's
wait,
talk about
what the
speakers.
fuck is that, Manners?
Okay, you host it then, vodka.
Yeah.
No, never mind.
All right. So, the vodka you host it. I'm not a host. I'm a
Host
beach
what?
host.
We don't have to host anything. Fuck Manners. We don't have to host shit.
Yeah.
Hey Manners, fuck you. You don't get to take a pee when it's your goddamn show. You're the goddamn CEO of this quote unquote network. How about that?
So we can all admit there's like a 0.0% chance that if he does sail from Australia to Watertown, Massachusetts, he's not getting the producer job.
buddy,
There's
buddy,
0%
he could
chance.
fucking swim there and he wouldn't get it. He could swim there and he wouldn't get it. I mean,
I'm,
it's
I'm
just,
telling you
Kirk-
that's what Kirk wants, is him to actually get there and tell him no.
yeah,
That's
that
the humor in it.
That's
Justin,
what gets,
Justin, you're 100% right. That's exactly
Yeah.
what he wants.
That's-
He wants him to care about it, show up, and then get fucking denied.
Have
will give-
he'd do a live show with all of us at the shore as Menor shows up
Yeah, it'd be like, oh,
to
we're gonna
have
make
him say
Menners.
nope.
Dude, he would make it be like, oh, Menners is gonna be the fucking producer. Here
And
we
you know
go,
what you do?
Menners.
You introduce, Menor's wonderful job. Actually, we've decided to go with Steve Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
oh man, that would
Mhm.
hurt him.
That's 100%.
Yep.
That is
But
100
in
fucking percent.
Also, fairness, like Menors is not actually going to go across the ocean to become
I-
the producer.
I
think
think
he
he's
might,
a
though.
little. He's
No,
he's
he's not going
he's
to.
yeah, he's more on in the joke than
Yes,
I think people give him credit for.
he has
like-
a family.
Yeah,
You think he's Matt? That's not the wildest take in the world that he's on the jet. Like
I know.
This is
I know.
years and years of this.
Listen, I dabble in the whole Twitterverse and the whole.
If you got a Twitter,
Kirkman
follow me.
Huh?
Nothing. Go ahead. Continue.
Okay. I don't know if you follow me either. But no, he's definitely in on the joke. He is a very funny guy. I do think like if Kirk didn't hate him, like deep down, then he would be a pretty damn good producer for the show.
That's the thing, though. Kirk doesn't hate him. He loves him. He's fucking in love with Menners.
He loves him, but but like you said, if he did all that shit Kirk asked, he would never hire him.
Yeah, because he's like the Howard. I mean, this is some. Kirk is trying so hard to be Howard Stern. It's embarrassing. I don't know if you guys ever listen to Howard Stern like that, but
No.
Kirk is trying so hard to be Howard Stern.
So
And it's sad. It's sad, to be fair. People won't acknowledge that, but like I used to listen to Howard Stern. It's him. Like he's doing that.
don't answer if you don't want to, Vodka. But like, how old are you?
37.
Okay, I'm 44. He's trying. He's influenced by Howard Stern. He's not.
Yeah, but he's doing
What
he
he's
does it-
doing is not what Howard Stern did.
He does a lot of the bits though. If you actually pay attention, he does a lot of the bits.
But I feel like Kirk's, whatever you'd call them, bits, do happen organically. Like
Well,
he's
it's-
not
I mean, is it-
forcing the issue.
But you can have them happen organically and still have a narrative, a part of it, which is the same way Howard Stern did it. He didn't.
But
like,
isn't that
force
the same
issue.
thing that like so Stern learned a little bit through like Don Imus, and then
Well, he hated
people
Don
who-
Imus.
no, but that's his influences in terms of like radio. Imus would have been his main influence, and then you had like Opie and Anthony that were influenced by Stern.
You ever heard of Don and Mike?
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Stan Canley, you can kill yourself in real life. Do it, bud.
All I'm saying is, I don't think that Kirk is like making a point to try to be like Stern. I think that Kirk was a Stern fan who is now
Taking bits and pieces of.
taking it
No.
and making it his own.
But wasn't that my original point, that he's not trying to be Howard Stern? It's just what he's doing. It's like,
Well, no, you said that he was ripping off Stern. It's kind of
he is though.
I see that's where.
Hey, I mean, if we disagree, we disagree. I just think I think that's the bit.
Then I think everybody in history, whether it be music or movies or whatever, is copying somebody else. It's an influence that made you do something else. Like
That may be true. I'm not saying you're wrong. I think that's a very valid point, but I think that Kirk is influenced by Howard Stern, and he's ripped him off.
and actually,
that's the bit that's going on.
So a good example was like the Clemmer thing, where people are like, "Oh, he's doing that because Clemmer is doing this." I don't believe that. I think something came up.
Yeah.
Kirk organically
Yeah.
had Coleman stay in studio, and then it was almost like, oh, it's also kind of funny that like Clemmer's doing a sleep-in
live stream. Yeah.
I don't think it was planned.
Right,
I
sorry
think
to
it
break up
was
this riveting conversation, but we've got to go to watch.
It gets dark and to start the show, and we spot a fine woman sitting in your row. She's dressed in yellow. She says, "Hello, come sit next to me, you fine fellow."
Looks like KB.
Now what comes next, Hank?
What's up, KB? Wow, there's literally nobody there.
Hartman on the left.
Somebody told Chaps to get off the stage, please.
It does look like Chaps. Am I wrong? Is that not Shane?
I don't know.
Dude, this is look at Mike. Look at Mike. Just depressed.
Mike is
Poor guy.
That's the Jon Stewart picture. Oof.
That's crazy, dude. That was horrible. That was embarrassing
That
to
was
watch.
terrible.
That was
Wow.
look at Menners. Look at Menners. He's just fucking laughing. Eating his fucking cheese fucking. Are you eating a grilled cheese sandwich, Menners?
Yeah, I just made one.
God damn it.
Probably like lunchtime for Menners.
It is. Started with breakfast now. That's incredible.
Oh God. That's mud? That's mud?
Yeah, it was Mutt.
Oh god.
That was mud the whole time?
Oh,
Yeah.
Mutt. Oh god.
Oh no.
Dude, that guy, he needs a job. Just be a welcome greeter at fucking Walmart.
That was
you need
Mutt?
to do
I thought
fucking
oh
something.
no.
Who did you think it was?
I
I
thought it
don't
was
know.
KB. I thought it was KB.
Fucking bastard.
KB is not actually part of this world.
He is kind of.
Well,
Not the real
indirectly,
KB.
he's not.
Yeah, but I thought I mean I didn't actually think that was KB, but I thought it was the guy that was close. I thought it was supposed to be a KB like
No, that is
oh
Mutt.
no.
That's Mutt.
my
Oh
God.
no.
Dude.
And look at Kirk looking. This is kind of sad. He's texting someone. Get me out of here.
That's so bad, dude. That's so bad.
All right, I'm gonna change my prediction from it being good to an ultimate failure. That was horrible. What the fuck is that? Come on.
I'm gonna
I'd
say
be
you
paying
had to
money
be
to go
there.
to that.
I'll say you had to be there.
I'm going to say as well, this is going to be a show where the simps really suck. Like the simps who are there getting all the clout. Like if I was there, I'd be like, oh, this is amazing. Oh, it's so good.
I was
But
gonna say anybody that calls in is gonna say it
Look
was
at it.
awesome. It was the greatest show ever.
Go back, Manners. The money gun didn't work for him.
Dude,
it shot
yeah.
out like $3 and it
It's jammed. It's
In
jammed.
fairness, that's all that Mutt has.
Yeah.
Go back. Farther.
Yeah,
farther.
yeah,
That's all he's got left from his dad.
and then
Hands
it's
up on the gun.
Dude, there's no money in it.
and
Which could have been part of the bit.
Blind Mike
could have
hadn't moved for the whole show.
Well, what do you expect from him though? He's fucking blind. Like, I
Oh
don't
no,
know.
I'm,
what-
I'm, not, I'm just saying, like typical, but he just sits there the whole show.
yeah, I know. But like,
But what else is he gonna do?
Well-
yeah, he's blind.
Yeah, I'm saying that. Okay, we'll work on it. Like you think after doing shows for 2 or 3 years, they'd work out a better place to put Mike than just sitting there looking like a
Center
retard.
stage. Fine, fair enough.
Make
But
Mike
yeah,
do a fucking
Stage,
like
get him with a headset and a microphone so I can hear what's going on.
make him do 15 minutes every time. Make
Yeah.
him.
He's actually
Yeah.
way better at the smaller shows like Mississippi and Delaware,
well,
where
Well, they-
he's more central to the show and can take part.
well,
So-
These
so
big
Vodka-
shows don't
Yeah, so
have
Vodka,
him there.
just on to your previous point. So Kirk, stole Howard Stern's act, and he's basically, he's sort of stolen Bruce Springsteen and his act. He just does karaoke for live shows. Is
Guy's
that
never
sort of-
had an original thought in his brain.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. At what point is Mike above just showing up and sitting there? Never. Clearly never. Good point. Someone said Mutt went back and picked up the money from the cash gun afterwards, put it in his pocket.
The
Wow.
only original. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it. Never mind.
What, committing suicide?
I didn't say it. I didn't. Say that.
no.
But that might be the only original thought he's got.
It's not even original.
People have
He's-
done it. That's true. People have done that too. He stole that too. It's
So
embarrassing.
poor Mama Kay, it looks like she bring one of her daughters there to the show tonight.
No, that was
poor
last
girl.
night.
That was last night.
Okay, so she brought her older.
look at your fucking account. This post is from an account from you. There's 2 replies that are muted.
Oh
Look
yeah,
at you. Look at
yeah.
you. Look at you.
How many accounts do you think I've muted? Over or under? Over or under?
That's just funny.
How many do you think I've muted?
You had to have muted like
120.
150.
She's dressed in yellow. She said, so you're going. Put your glasses on the microphone. It gets dark and you start the show. And
Dude,
he's one of
Mud,
my boys
Mud,
in your
come
room.
on.
She's dressed in yellow. She said, hello. Come sit next to me,
This
you
is
fine fellow.
terrible.
Over there, we'll have a second of this. Now what comes next, hey? You want it? You got it. You want, baby. Bust the move.
Dude,
His arm made me think it was KD because I didn't know he was Jack.
his wife is like what, a teacher? They don't make that much money. Like, what the fuck is he doing?
No money. No money coming out. No money coming
No,
out.
no. And he went and picked it up like the guy
there it
said.
Oh, this is the bit. This is the bit. Never mind.
Yeah,
You
100%.
You think the gun jamming up's the bit?
Yeah. I think it's he has no money.
Maybe. I don't know. I think
That has to be. That has to be. Oh, yeah. He keeps. Yeah, it's a bit. It's a bit.
All right.
I mean, he keeps doing it. Like, if that wasn't a bit and the gun you were shooting didn't keep shooting out money, you would just stop. You'd drop it.
Goldie sent me a photo from in.
Why is my picture on Gina Gold's? Wait,
I
what
never
the fuck?
sent me a photo from in the venue.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Why the fuck is my picture on Gina Gold's
Thank you.
profile picture?
Yeah, because she's making fun of you because you said she was ugly or something.
And she is. Sorry.
Not. She's a Minifan 10. Yeah, she sent me a photo from in the venue. Anyway,
Gina, you'd love to be with me. You would love it.
Oh,
even
okay.
with the disfigurement. Anyway. Wow. Well, we wait patiently now. So, viewers, a bit of a reset. We're only 3 hours and 10 minutes into the show. I'm Menace. You're tuning into the Menace Minifan Network. This is the Fomo show. Obviously, all Minifans would love to be there tonight. Sort of Goldilocks has said hard pass.
Yeah, she says that because it's whatever. Okay, Goldie.
But yes, we've been breaking lots of news tonight on the Men as Minifan Network. What did we start with? Mayo not showing up. Then Mark in Haverhill kicked out and deleted his account.
Just get
We've
that
got
wrong
Steve
every
from
time.
Gloucester hooking up with Casey Smith. So many things to report on. The venue is barely half full. That's what I'm hearing. Don't choke the vodka.
Beanbag Ron said he's going to call me in 10 minutes. So,
Well, send me his number and we'll call him. And
Do
then
we
we
have
can all.
confirmation?
well, I've
yet?
already called him. He won't answer.
Yeah,
Do we have
but I'll call
confirmation
him
that
in
the
10
show's
minutes,
over?
fuckhead. Send me the number.
I'll send you the number. Okay, Manners.
We don't have
Jeez,
confirmation.
fucking calm down, dickhead.
I am calm. This is me calm.
Yeah,
Me
you
calm.
don't sound calm.
I'm calm and charming.
Wow,
Mhm.
there's a picture on Twitter of Pat Ford. Man, he is
Well, which account? Because it's probably muted.
Pete Campbell.
Pete Campbell, he definitely muted. You never answered that question. How many accounts you think I've got muted?
Oh shit. I got a message from House of Pain. What are you gonna do, pussy?
So he's at the show and somehow he's got the news that you picked a fight with him.
Yeah. I don't know. Come down, dude. Like,
Oh,
don't
dude,
know.
I would love a Matt versus Sneaks fight. I would love it. I would love it.
Like,
I'll
just
bring-
shut your fucking mouth. Shut your
You
fucking
tell
mouth.
him. You tell him, Matt. You just fucking tell him.
Matt, how badly would you beat that motherfucker?
Well, I don't know. I mean, just I just don't like his whole persona and
Who does?
everything.
I don't see who does.
Matt, may I remind you, we're supposed to do a drip show.
Yeah, I'll be pretty drippy for that, but
Drippy,
he'll be
drippy.
dripping with blood if he ever comes down to my hood.
Oh my god!
Oh, yes. Let him know, dude.
The photo of Pat
Pat
Ford.
Ford. Oh,
Holy shit, dude. Holy shit.
oh, Pat. Oh, Pat.
Oh my
Who did him like this? Jesus. Hey, I'm a Pat Ford guy. This is inappropriate.
God.
That's
I
it.
love
I'm about to
that.
take my shirt
Holy
off.
shit.
Let's drip off.
What's that on his nipple? Was there something there? No.
Does he got a tattoo above his left
Maybe he
nip?
does. I need to zoom in on the photo. Like you think about tonight, I think it's a mole or something. Steve from Gloucester, Pat Ford, John and Warren, they will never have a better night than tonight.
No. At
Like
all.
this, it'll never get better for them.
Well, the same thing with you, Manners. If you were there for the show and you got up there, it'd be the best day for you.
Well,
That
no,
was
not
different.
really. I mean,
Yes, it would, dude. Come on.
well, no. Like
Don't be disingenuous here. Like,
I love the attention, obviously, but I've done things in my life that have garnered a lot of attention, so wouldn't be the first or the last time.
oh my God, I hit a car.
But for someone like Pat Ford, like this is a career moment. But there is something special about the intensity of the Minifans. You know,
All right,
Getting-
Adam, shut the fuck up, dork.
Pat
What'd you
Ford
say?
showing it all off.
He said, "Do you listen to the show? It's a polo tat." Yes, dude, that was the joke. You don't fucking get anything. Hey, how about you show up to the world that exists in the nether region? How about that?
All right.
Was that another bridge that got knocked down?
Apparently. What's going on in the States? You knocking down your bridges.
In
Let's save that
Australia.
for Montante's world.
I heard Australia fucking. Never mind. I won't say it.
You tried.
No, I heard you guys funded a company of Jordanians to fight us in Fallujah. That's what I heard.
Very funny.
No, that's an actual thing.
Oh, so it's the polo tattoo. Gino's not listened to the show. There we go. That was
Hey,
embarrassing.
Steak Canley, fuck yourself, pussy. You too, Jack.
Can't
You
read
keep
the
talking to the
comments,
chat.
dude.
You keep talking to the
Can't read
chat.
the comments.
Well, Manners, I got to do it. You don't pull up the chat. You don't care about your own chat. So
I'll be
care
pulling
about.
up.
I'll care about your chat, Manners, because you don't.
I was gonna say, I keep thinking he's talking to me. I'm like, what the hell did I do?
So
Manners doesn't care about his chat.
it's 10:29 p.m. Boston time, which means
Gotta be over by now.
they've got to be running out. It's got to be running out of steam.
Yeah,
Let's
just like
call it.
sneakers.
Let's call some people, Manners. Let's go.
Yeah, this is cool. This is sneakers, Matt.
Okay.
Yep, definitely on the Tito's.
Yeah,
100%.
okay, take a pussy.
He's scared of you.
Probably.
I'm definitely on the Tito's. On DP. Dr. Vodka for a reason, big dog.
Tim Ridgefield loves the Tito's as well, Dr. Vodka.
I'm more of a Smirnoff guy because it's cheaper.
No surprise.
New Amsterdam. They sport bar store.
Can you
Yeah,
send
I
me
don't-
Beanbag Ron's number so I can?
Yes, my bad. I'll send it to you. I asked him if he'd get upset if I sent you his number, but he didn't answer, so I'm going to send it to you.
Just send it anyway. I was if I'm going to do anything. Although he did.
If it was anybody else, I wouldn't. Just I want that on record, Ron. So when you listen to this later, because you're a fucking loser, you listen to everything. I forgot. I don't have your number, Menners. I got to send you on Twitter.
Send it to me on Twitter. You can send me your number as well if you want.
I'm good.
Well, I hope you viewers out there are enjoying the FOMO. I mean, how could you have asked for a more exciting Saturday night than spending it with Justin, Matt, Dr. Vodka, and myself? I would say no. This is as good as it gets. So,
Menners, Menners, what are you doing?
No,
What do you mean?
The best.
And a feud was born between Matt and Sneakers. Like,
but this is what I'd be doing if I was not like I would just be surfing my phone on Twitter trying to get any gossip out of Portland. Because it was like when the news started to surface from Plymouth that it was a disaster. I mean, it was, it made waves on Twitter very quickly. Like the show was sort of not even a third through, and I was getting tons of messages about how bad it was going, and that was Plymouth. So I haven't received any of those messages tonight.
Menners, if you don't get anybody on the phone, this is a detriment to your network.
I'm going to get people on the phone, but the show's clearly not over yet.
Get people on this goddamn show.
I'm texting people as well, and nobody's responding.
It's still going. I mean, Mutt's still singing. Kirk's still doing another Bruce song. They're booing Coleman a bit.
Mutt needs to get a fucking job. Him and Sneakers need to team up and fucking get jobs together.
Sneakers has a good job. Sneakers works hard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe he should be much boss. Yeah, honestly, this is not a Kirky Bits feud between Sneakers and I. Ever since he popped up, I don't like him. Fuck him. He's a pussy. Can't.
Dude, I'd love this out of you, Matt. I fucking
yeah.
love
I mean, I think
This is not Kirky Bits. Fuck him.
when is the next Rough and Rowdy in Providence? Like, let's get it going.
Matt, I'm in your corner if you fight him in Rough and Rowdy.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you.
Presented by the Menners Minifan Network.
You know what's funny, Matt, is he won't do anything. He'll call you a pussy because you won't 1v1 him on this. He won't fight you in real. I just want that on the record. He won't. I want you to say this right now. You'll fight him 1v1 in Rough and Rowdy because he won't agree to it.
I mean, they obviously in the past have not accepted Kirk Minahan feuds between Minifans, but when he sent me the message, he said, "What are you gonna do, pussy?" And I was like, "Well, I'm not gonna get choked out from behind. Like, come at me. Like,
let's go."
Yeah, I mean,
all right, we've got another video.
Like, this is real life. You can't just come up and Like, come on.
He's a pussy. He always has been, always will be.
Got some more real from you. This is
I wish I had a little brother, some folks. Well, last 5 years since I started doing this.
Is that Frank the Tank? That dude's fucking
Kirk.
huge, bro.
He's not going to be now.
Steve from Gloucester right there. Oh,
Oh,
he's so
is that?
fat.
Holy shit.
Holy shit, he's so fat.
Oh no!
Holy shit.
Yes.
like we did mention again.
Oh, this is the worst, dude.
Come on. What is
Music.
this?
So you're going. Put your guys on the 5-year-old. Beauty gets dark at the start of the show. And it's not a 5-year-old. She's dressed in yellow. She says hello. Come sit next to me, you fine fellow. Over there.
Mutt wrapping. There's going to be like 50 cases of shingles tomorrow. I've had shingles. It's awful. So if he spreads shingles, he's a scumbag.
Commenter Steve, I already brought that up.
What was it?
Steve said, "Why is nobody mentioning that Kirk has fallen off the wagon and has been wasted all weekend?" And I've already brought that up. He drank. He drank.
I think that okay. Breaking news. Well, this is going on the headlines.
He drank. He definitely drank.
I am not endorsing this
Yes,
Well,
you are.
at all.
Yes,
I
you are.
will. I will ask. Did he bring any of his kids up there? Because if
Nope.
he brought his kids, I would assume he definitely did not drink.
Word on the street: no kids.
Okay, then the possibility increased.
He fell off the wagon. I feel bad for him, but he fell off the wagon.
He is not drinking.
I
Justin,
feel.
Justin.
Why are you
I find that
so?
hard to
Why are
believe.
you so innocent, Justin?
I
don't think he did.
only one person amongst us has broken bread with Kirk Minahan, and that is me.
What?
There- Nobody.
What the fuck?
He is not drinking.
I'm talking to people that have broken bread with him as well, and they said he was drinking.
No, he's
Okay. All right. Maybe you're
I-
right.
I'm
I'm
not-
wrong. That's fine.
I'm not signing up for that.
He's not going to be mad at you if you say he's drinking. He's drinking. That's okay.
There's a chance that I'm going to see him in 2 weeks in Albany,
He won't be mad at you if you say he's drinking. It's okay.
but I don't believe he's drinking.
Okay. Well, then, all right. Then you're good.
Benners, do you believe Kirk Minahan was drinking this weekend?
Okay, if you're giving me a percentage out of 100, I'm putting it sort of around the 19%. So definitely possible. Absolutely.
I'd put it at
Absolutely.
0.0.
Have you ever seen Kirk like that? Did you watch Mike and the Minifans? Have you ever seen him like that?
Yes, I have. Mississippi, Delaware, yes.
He drank. He drank in Mississippi
What were you
too.
doing, Matt?
Oh
Were you
yeah,
eating
yeah, he
something?
was hammered.
What?
Were you just eating something, Matt, or sucking something?
No, I was spitting into my spit stuff.
Disgusting.
Um,
This
Because
guy
I-
John
I-
Kirk doesn't drink. That's what he tells you. You stupid fucking idiot. Wow. Pawn.
I like the conspiracy theory. I'm not quite into it yet. Someone is bring up the replies. See, this is what people
Harmon just messaged me and said the show is still going on.
okay.
So that's why Ron's not answering yet. Jesus. Because I think I can get Beanbag Ron first. Fucking asshole.
Everyone wants to hear from Ron. I mean, people are saying if you call anyone first, call Ron.
Yeah, I would say Beanbag
Mm.
Ron is probably the source we would all want.
Goldilocks, if you don't change that picture, I'm going to find you. How about that?
You know, leave it, Goldie. Leave it.
If
So
you if you don't change that picture, Goldilocks, I'm
Goldie's
going
on
to
your
find you.
side, though.
I'm going
Goldie's
to
on
fucking
your
find
side.
you.
Goldie's on your side. So you ate with him once, I believe, vodka.
Wow.
Yeah, Justin, that was a weird comment. I could see why your wife's gone away for a few weeks.
I had breakfast with him in Mississippi.
Okay, so I didn't fuss
I
that
don't know
in.
what that. I don't know what that means though.
It doesn't make them.
Does
bum
that
chums.
mean anything?
Not really. No.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Fairness.
To be fair, Kirk's like a loser. So
Manners, I'm gonna send you a video that Harmon just sent me.
Manners, would you agree that Kirk's a loser? Like if you're looking at it objectively?
No, definitely not.
I was
He's-
baiting you into that. So
He's very smart. He's got a sub 10 golf.
Damn it.
He's a good golfer. He's a good athlete. He's been the #1 rated breakfast host in Boston radio. He's got a contract with Barstool. He's definitely not a loser.
I tried. Good job, Manners.
I don't know if this link really. What is this link you've given me?
What are you talking about?
Talking to Justin.
Didn't I send you a link?
No, the Florida drip. That video didn't come through.
Yeah.
We'll take lists of questions. We're just trying to fill some time here till the show ends. You're with Manners on the Manners Minifan Network. I'm with Justin and Matt, who have a new show coming to the network very soon.
Jack, I lasted multiple days in the sober house. I've got an actual problem in my life, okay?
Come at me, Sneakers, you pussy.
Oh, please.
So the show's devolved now into Dr. Rogers talking at the chat, and Matt's just yapping at Sneakers. He's not even listening.
I'm not yapping.
Hey, Manners, this is a you problem, dickhead. This is your show. You can either end it or fucking contribute.
That's true. That's true.
Hey,
So I think the show is over.
No, it's not over. It's not over. It's not over.
Steve saying that I'm a fraud. I honestly didn't get the vibe that Kirk was drunk last night. Bits aside.
So what do you think he was? He was impaired at some point. So what do you think it was?
I think he was high from doing the radio. Like I think
high.
No,
I think, and I hate to do this, but you know, Kirk's got.
Can we be realistic here? Can we be realistic? You're not being realistic. What do you actually think he was? Because he was impaired.
I think he's got a bit of bipolar. That's, you know, he would admit that. And I think he was at the high point of the polar, and that's it.
All right.
Yeah.
Your show.
He definitely doesn't
I agree.
smoke weed. I'll tell you that. Like,
Maybe a couple of lines of coke. If anything, a couple of lines of coke.
But he was impaired, is what you're saying. Got it.
19%. Absolutely.
19%.
Hey, I want that on the record. Manners just confirmed that Kirk was impaired.
He said 19%.
Kirk was impaired.
I'm going with no.
Sources weed back. We've been getting scoops all night. We have been getting up to the minute. I mean, I think we have been the destination for Portland coverage.
For sure.
So, I mean, what is the main? What was John from Scranton doing tonight? That fucking loser. Nothing.
We're the main wire. We're the main wire of this show.
We're the main wire of YouTube. So, anyway,
I said weird like I'm a part of it. I'm not actually a part of it.
Well, you're a big part of it.
Do you guys really think Kirk wanted infants in the studio when he recorded?
Well, what? Sorry.
No, this is a serious question. This is not a trip question.
Manners, you didn't hear that?
Sorry?
Do you guys seriously think Kirk wanted infants in the studio when he recorded?
No.
Like when he was saying, like, bring your kids, like.
No, I don't think
Again,
so.
Not trying to derail the show.
No, I don't think so. I think he was doing that a little bit. I think he thought it'd be funny if someone came in with a baby for a little while, but that's
okay. Maybe. I mean,
he was just stressed. He was very, very stressed about this show. It led him to take down my network. It led him. I mean, can you imagine how stressed you'd have to be to put the head of GVE in charge of your YouTube channel?
All right, Manners, you're not gonna John isn't my best friend right now. Did you get to talk shit about him like that?
I'm just saying, but it's bottom of the barrel. Like it's
not bottom of the barrel, Manners. You've asked him for so much. You've asked him for so much. Don't do that.
It's a low moment for Kirk. It's like he's emotional low. And then I think what we saw is at Mike and the Minifans last night, an emotional high. You know, Kirk loves it when he gets the attention from everybody. He'd just been on the radio. Everyone was screaming at Gritties. I doubt he was drunk.
He was buddies. I'm not okay. Let me change it. He may not have been drunk. He was impaired in some way. That's not the way he is.
I just
you
don't
guys know that.
understand this at all. Like I
Pull it up. Pull up the fucking show. He was impaired. It's obvious.
Manners, I sent the video to you again. I think it worked that time.
It's fucking impaired.
Let's see.
We've got another video. A weed bag from inside the venue, you cunt. There's always what
Look at
do you
these
want?
bald. Look at how many bald motherfuckers are there? How many
There's
bald
been-
motherfuckers are there?
There's been one illegal stream already tonight. We've had multiple information from inside the venue. Fuck, the chat's getting to me, man.
Oh, dude, there is nobody there. Oh my god, there's fucking nobody. Look at the top. Look at the top. Fucking
all the
nobody
people
there.
that are there?
I see a lot of people.
What are you
Dude,
talking
there's
about?
nobody there.
Yeah,
There's
I don't know
nobody
what you're talking about.
All of the seats are filled. What are you talking
All
about?
seats are filled. Go back.
I mean, there's a lot of people. up there,
Manners,
dude.
you can't let them say this, right?
So there's a few rows there. I mean, there's no doubt. I haven't been to the venue, so I don't know.
Manners,
many-
go backwards. Go back farther. Look at this. Look at that to the left. Look at that to the left. There's nobody there, dude.
Nobody there?
Look at the
fuck
top
is
left.
wrong
Look at the
with
top
you?
left. Look at the top left.
There is objectively somebody there.
There's
like
nobody there?
hundreds of
venue
people.
is
there.
75%.
This is embarrassing. This is
This
embarrassing.
venue's 75%.
The place is friggin' full.
Yeah,
No,
75
it's
at least.
50%. I'm going like
This is
55.
No, I'm gonna say 85% full.
That's
There's
all.
nobody there, dude.
Nobody there? Are you drunk? You're calling Kirk drunk.
He showed
You're
up
a
several
fucking
shows.
moron.
He showed up several shows. There's nobody there compared to that.
There's nobody there.
Yo, vodka, I don't want you in my corner when I fight fucking
Drip,
sneakers.
All right, all right.
Like it.
Jesus.
Don't let vodka language.
I'm still gonna be in your corner. I'm still gonna be in your corner.
There's not a lot of people there. It's not-
Come on, dude.
I'm in your corner regardless. You can't stop it
All
now.
right, fine. I mean,
I hate sneaks enough to.
Yeah,
I'm in
there's
your
nobody
corner.
there. You can't see a single seat right
it's
there.
at least
But you guys got to be
75%
realistic. There's
full.
a lot of seats there, and it's not
300
real.
people
I don't
there. There's
see it.
300.
Look,
It's
top
like
left.
There's a few on the left.
it's like 1,800 people that it fits.
Yeah,
There's
there's
probably
a few
1,500 people there.
Empty,
Manners.
Man, I don't know.
empty. There's tons of empty seats.
Yes.
I-
Okay. There's 300 empty seats, so it's 1,500 out of 1,800 people.
That's empty.
Pretty good.
60%
That's not
full.
empty.
When he sells out all the shows, yeah, that's empty.
And by the way, it probably
Don't be
sold
afraid
out.
of the truth.
I
man.
have a ticket, by the way, tonight.
That's
not there.
embarrassing for you.
problem.
Yeah, but the choice of the weekend was freaking terrible.
Like I bought a seat. I'm
Yeah.
not there, so that's one of the empty seats.
Yes. Like it's
Allegedly,
a horrible
Kirk has
choice
fallen
for
up
a
the
weekend.
wagon. Is made people.
So the show tonight, the recap is Kirk was hammered last night.
Let's not call it- people are on their phones.
I'll let me do my own narrative here, Justin. He was wasted last night, and there's 60% of the seats sold out.
Okay, so and you wonder why Kirk is doing what he's doing to the network.
I mean, was that a shot at Menners or was that a shot at me?
I'm gonna say, like, you know as well as I do, Kirk was not drunk last night.
Yeah. Well, but you watch enough to know that there's something was wrong there, right? That's not him.
Yeah, I listened to it twice
Menners, stop laughing at this. Menners is laughing at this. He knows. He
because he knows it's ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous. Something is wrong with him.
Yes, we know that. It's called bipolar. All right, let's see if
Yeah, but that's not the reason it was impaired. I feel like I'm a psycho right now. Like I'm not crazy that he was impaired.
Matt,
I don't know what.
are you with me?
Let me take it back. Let me take it back.
Yeah.
I don't know the reason why he was like that, but he was impaired by
Yeah,
something.
we're calling Beanbag Ron now.
If he answers, I'm gonna fucking freak out because I've called him 45 times.
Ron, it's Menace.
Asshole! You fucking asshole!
What's up?
So how was the show?
Who's saying that?
Don't worry.
How drunk was Kirk?
Shh. How was the show?
He wasn't. Who
Sneakers there.
am I talking to? Manners and him.
You're on the Man is Minifan Network. You're on the FOMO show with Justin, Matt, and Dr. Vodka. And yeah, live reaction. How was the show? Give it to us.
Show is great. I can't give you too much. I'm in the car right now with my wife, but show was awesome. Lived up to the hype. And tell Vodka to stop fucking calling me.
Okay, and
I'm not gonna answer him, but
so we're trying to estimate how full the venue was. We're sort of saying reports are around 50% full. What do you think?
no, way more.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Probably 80 to 90%.
80 to 90%.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Now,
Mrs.
Manners, can I ask a question?
If not more. I was up top.
Okay.
Can I ask a question?
All
Were
right.
you at Mike and the Minifans last night?
Yeah.
Was Kirk
Yes.
drunk at the event?
No.
Thank you. Okay.
You're a fucking liar.
You're welcome.
You're a fucking liar.
I'm a liar.
You're a fucking liar. That's not what you told me, buddy. That's not what you told me, buddy.
I told you he was drunk. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
I'll fucking kill you.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna fuck
Thank
you up.
you.
I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna
No,
fuck you
Vodka
up.
thought he was.
Manners, what did you set me up for? What the fuck is going on here?
Nothing.
Yeah, you're fucking dead to me, buddy. You're fucking dead to me.
And Ron,
Oh,
so
Jesus
what did you
Christ.
think
Have
of
a
the
good
show?
night, guys.
What did you think of the show? He's
He
gone.
said it was great.
All right.
Hey,
That was
Bye-bye.
awesome. I gotta go. Thanks
Bye,
for calling,
honey.
guys. Bye.
All right, let's call somebody else.
I'm gonna get so many text messages from him now. Call me an asshole.
All right, we'll get Ron. We'll get Snakes.
Hey, Luke, I'll fucking kill you, buddy. How about that? 1224 Malk Alpine Circle, Morrisville, North Carolina. Show up, pussy.
Morrisville. It's big racing city.
Fucking.
For Dale
Never mind, I'm
Jr.
not gonna say it.
Snakes must be getting the clout.
Manners, try Harlan.
Or being a pussy. He doesn't want to pick up.
Let's call Tim.
All right, show up, pussies. 1224 Mac Alpine Circle, Morrisville, North Carolina. Show up, pussy.
Vodka. I'm the one challenging someone to a fight. Like, just don't look at the chat. Just chill.
No,
out.
I want them
Fine.
to show up, please, pussies,
Fine.
please. Hey, Steve. Hey, Stan Canley. Hey, Dallas Minifan. Hey, Goldilocks, you're a pussy too, because you actually have one. I will fucking destroy you. Show up.
Go to Raleigh, North Carolina.
Show
for
up.
Doc.
Show up. Show up. I dare you. I fucking dare you to show up. I fucking dare any of you to show up.
Who are we calling?
Somehow by the end of the night, we're gonna have Matt versus Vodka.
No, me and Matt are the boys. Me and Matt
No,
are the boys.
I love vodka.
Did you say call Harmon?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, BA's
None of you will do anything. Hey, chat. None of you will do anything. Nobody,
BA,
not
shut
one
up.
of you will do
Yeah.
shit.
What are you talking about?
Hey, BA.
Am I live?
Yes, you're
Am I
live.
fucking live?
Yeah, you're live on the network. Tell me, reaction. How was the show?
Wonderful. Best, greatest. It was the bestest ayahuasca one. Dude, he wasn't talking to you. He was talking to you. Oh, I'm sorry. Talk to me. Hey, honestly, one of the best, probably the best show I've been to. It was great. I had over under 5 songs. I think it was 7, but whoever edited the video, the pedophile video, that's whoever edited that. That's the question.
Who was it?
We got to be asking right now.
Who was in the
BA.
pedophile? Yeah.
BA,
you
what
have to be
percentage of the crowd was there? Like, what percentage of the seats were filled?
It was 1,000. It was 1,000 users.
But like
Oh,
50%, 80%.
It was a great show. Honestly, it was a great show. I can't say anything. Pat Ford is titties out. Pat Ford has a tattoo, I think, of a cock.
You said there was 1,000 there. That place can hold 3,700. You said there was 1,000
No, it's
there.
not
That's
3,700 vodka. It's not 3,700.
Well,
What percentage of the place would you say was full?
Hey, shut the fuck up. Montante did leave before Born in the USA finale.
He left. Where'd he
People
go?
are saying,
Wow.
Did
Wow.
you are saying he left before the Born in the USA finale? I was.
Did he leave with Julie? Did he leave with Julie?
Okay, I gotta go, guys. I gotta go. I'm sorry. I gotta go.
But
I can't answer these tough questions. I gotta go. I gotta go.
I think BA may have had the Kirk Minahan cocktail.
Yeah.
I don't think he was drinking by the sounds of it.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I think he's fine.
See if Harmon picks up. Sounds like it was a good show. Like we said it was a disaster, but we're clearly wrong. But what's BA going to say? I mean, he's compromised. He's on the network. That's the good thing about, like, if Kirk brings all the people onto his channel, then they have to toe the line. Okay, Harmon's taking selfies with everybody. We'll try John from Scranton.
It's even there.
I don't know.
Why'd you ban Boner Jams?
I put him in a timeout.
No, it says you banned him.
Oh, really? No, I think I just put him in a timeout. I don't like Boner Jams.
All right.
He can go to the other network and harass them. Okay, who should I call? I'll call Timmy Canton again, see if he picks up. I can imagine he'd be straight back in the car on the way home. He wouldn't be staying up there. BA sounded hammered. So for reviews have been positive. Reviews have been very positive.
And also that it was very full.
And it's, I imagine it was at least 70-80% full.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring. I think the arena fits 1,800 people. So 1,500 people there. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. 300 empty seats.
Or even if it was 1,000 people there, that's still.
It's a great.
It's a win.
Yeah, no, it sounds like it was a success. I know Vodka wants it to be a.
Vodka thinks the place fits 3,700 people.
No, it was great. It was great. It was a great show.
A lot of people.
I said it. It was a great show.
Let's see.
Fucking larger than the places in New York City for the Broadway shows. State Theater, Portland. Fits 1,800 people.
No one's picking up.
You try Montante?
Montante will answer if he calls.
Oh yeah, I'll try. But I think
No, Montante has he won't have the ability to answer the phone.
Let's see if
Montante's got a lot of.
Was
fans.
Shattuck there? Shattuck went, right?
yeah, I'm going to call him now.
Good eye.
G'day, mate. Tom, how was the show?
All right. It was fantastic. Fantastic. I'm sorry if it's loud in here. So it was sorry. All the production stuff was fantastic. The pre-produced stuff. Everybody, including the Barstool people, Jeff P. Lowe. Big Cat had a great kind of vignette in there as well. All well done. Kirk was fucking like absolutely 1,000 horsepower into it. Let's see. Like I texted you. Mutt was a surprise. Who I consider a total dullard is a surprise. Like really good at his bit in there. And Coleman was a non-entity. Not surprisingly. But it was great. It was great. I've never been to anything like it. So just meeting all the people, like meeting all the Minifans. These guys are what a crew. Fantastic.
Oh, sounds like a success then. And you could hear everything? Like the sound was good?
Yeah. The sound was good. The band was good. Everything like that was good. It was there was no technical problems. A couple times, I think they were stilted in some of the skits. Like they could have tightened them up. Maybe
Christ, dude.
Maybe.
So, Tom, what percentage of the stadium do you think was? What percentage of the stadium do you think was full?
80 maybe. I couldn't see the balcony, but I knew that there were some balcony seats available up there.
And would you say Kirk was drunk or not drunk?
Well, that wasn't today.
But there were some people who were
yesterday.
Okay,
well,
yesterday, but sure.
All right, thanks, Tom. Great to talk to you.
Tom.
Hey, Tom. Fuck you, Tom.
Tom.
He's gone. He's gone.
There we go. I mean, we win. I mean,
we win.
All right.
Yeah.
So it sounds like a success. It's a huge success tonight. Huge success tonight. Rumors that Vodka's trying to start a false. Yeah, all good.
I mean, there's no rumors. I'll admit to it.
All right. Well, I think that's
That's
enough. That's enough from our FOMO show. I think we've got some live reactions. It was a huge success over in Portland. Heard from BA, heard from Beanbag Ron, heard from Tom. Any closing words, Justin?
No, I had a lot of fun with you guys. We should do this again for any show that we can't go to. But hopefully we can reunite for a live pre-game and post-game show at a live event soon.
Absolutely. And I want them to do a pay-per-view next time. Then we can actually watch the thing. Thanks, Justin. Matt, looking forward to you coming on the network soon on your new show. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you. Again, fuck sneakers. He said,
Yep.
ha
I think that's the theme of the night.
Fuck anytime. Okay, pal. Like, whatever. Bring it on. You're just a fucking loudmouth piece of shit that hates the show. Like, grow up. Fucking take your kids to hockey practice. You fucking scumbag.
He can't see his
fucking...
kids. To be fair.
All right. Fair enough. Fucking
All right.
send
Wow.
shell out the
What a
money
close.
to take your kids to hockey
Closing.
practice.
Thanks,
Fuck
Matt.
you, buddy.
Yeah. Dr. Vodka, any closing words?
Hey, I hope all of you have the worst day that's ever existed.
Beautiful, beautiful sentiment. Well, thanks everybody for tuning into the FOMO show. I just want to say congratulations to Kirk, the Kirk Minahan show. There was a huge amount on the line tonight. huge amount. The reputation of the live shows, the future of the live shows, but they delivered. You know, early reports are it was a huge success, massive success. Big news: Mark and Haverhill gone, ejected, not coming back. Steve from Gloucester and Casey Smith, great number. Who knows what romance holds for those two in the future? So, you know, a lot to come out of tonight in Portland, but I think Kirk has redeemed himself. Coleman and Justin seemingly will survive. It doesn't seem like there are any major fuck ups. So, all in all, this is, you know, a win for the Simps, a win for the Kimps. Congratulations to Kirk, the whole crew. They pulled it off. They pulled it off, and
60% pulled it off.
they did indeed. So thanks
80.
everybody for watching the FOMO show tonight and supporting the Men as Men